Goodness. It's fucking Diance's impossible building. Mind of making me miss Tapu Bula. Preparing to walk around. What can take
I'll be back in a quick second. Indeed, with the servant.
Hello.
Okay, I'm all ready.
ED, how do you do?
Hippity doo dah, hippity day.
Hello. Can anybody hear me?
I mean,
Yep.
yes.
I can barely hear you.
Your mic sounds like garbage.
I don't know, you can tell it sounds like garbage, I can barely hear it.
Yeah, it might be the... Give me a second.
Well, now I can hear you clearly.
Earbuds. That I was using.
Oh, well, I thought it was Josh speaking when I first heard it.
Fuck you and your little dog, too.
Alright, we've got everyone, so we good?
I'm good.
Alright, Jack, how about you give us a recap of last time?
No recap of last time.
Yep.
Well, after getting out of this shitty fucking place we're looking at right now,
We came back.
we decided through the convincing of mostly me saying we should do it, to come back and then stab the bitch. And then we did that. We came back, we stabbed the bitch, and then I got my doll back, and what's his face got his thing back.
And
Yeah, that was mostly what happened. Oh, and we learned that apparently hags are completely vulnerable to spiders that are actually imps.
and also I'm now 6'4".
We almost canceled and Greteled them.
Does anyone remember what the bug that crawled out of Scubatha said when she died?
Says
We have to kill her on a
specific-
full moon.
It was on a eclipse or a full moon or something.
Yeah, those are two very different things.
I can provide answers for both. Just tell me and I'll arrange the moon as need be. I'm from there, after all.
Oh, that's what you're going for. Endelyn fears eclipses, not just real ones, but symbolic ones as well. If you want to kill her, best to do it during an eclipse, or her body will reform.
Goddamn, could have been the full
I
moon.
thought it was an eclipse.
I mean, moonbeam. Brother.
Symbolic eclipses.
The full moon
as
is
well.
better because I can just show her my butt.
Like eclipses in general, so any type of eclipse.
Quick. Close the curtains.
Io's from the moon.
I am.
That's not relevant, but okay.
Moon gets eclipsed all the time by your damn Earth.
Yeah, it's that would be lunar eclipse, which means that on the new moon we should be able to also kill her.
Also, does the moon work in the Fey the same, like the Feywild's the same as it does on like normal worlds?
Fuck no.
Probably
Then-
not.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you've got your lost items. You killed the fuck out of the hag. What you gonna do? There's still a couple unexplored areas.
Chop up her
Around
body and chuck it in random disposable places, including under the lake.
I threw it into the fireplace, remember?
Did you?
I thought you did just her
Yep.
head.
I remember him doing that. He chucked the body into the fireplace.
Stuck the whole body in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, with
Yeah.
with the bug that came out of her, I think.
Oh yeah.
He specifically said to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You guys did pick up a key ring from her as well.
A key ring. Okay. Well,
Ryan has a thing with key rings.
I don't know which of us has it, but I'm going to assume Jack has the key ring.
Honestly, I
and
thought
then
Dalgor
Arnold-
had it.
Well, now I have it, so I'm gonna walk over to this door.
I never had a key ring.
Exactly.
It's the
I have a key
party's
ring.
key ring.
I have a key ring now. I'm gonna try and unlock this door with a key.
Alright.
Potentially all of them if it doesn't unlock for. Fuck is out here?
Creaking softly, a rocking horse moves back and forth near the door. Peeling paint covers its limbs, and its rocker is thick with moss. A rictus grin is painted on its face. Near a protruding root is a painted wooden box 3 feet on a side. A crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box.
How valuable does anything you just described look?
Are you inspecting things, or are you just kind of glancing and deciding?
I'm
what
just
to do?
kind of eyeballing it, see if I could sell it for more than a gold piece.
I mean, it's an old rocking horse.
Insight
and
check.
a jack-in-the-box that you've seen in 2 other locations.
Okay, so I know the Jack in the Box was the other one was used to summon a fucking dragon, right?
I think it's just a warp box.
So I'm gonna walk over here. Walk
Okay,
upstairs
you're fucking off?
instead.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about a fucking rocking horse. I'm a merchant. I can't sell that. No one's gonna buy that shitty piece of. Is this door locked?
Give me a second.
Some other poor sod can interact with the horse. Too bad Morian is.
I'm riding the horse. Let's see what bad things happen to me.
Oh, okay. You note that there is a depression on its forehead.
What shape is the depression?
It's a circle.
Oh god, you scared the shit out of me, Brisg.
Hey,
roll
yo,
me
who has
an-
the unicorn horn? Did Morian have the unicorn horn?
Probably.
Probably. Like, wait, are you talking about what we used when we're dealing with the unicorn to enter its area?
I am going to walk around outside to where I buried Morian's corpse.
God.
Dig it up, retrieve the horn, bury it again, and then show his corpse before I put it like under the last bit of dirt. My fancy new slippers that I got.
3 large freestanding looms dominate this chamber. A door is set in the opposite wall, and an archway to the east leads to a storeroom.
Is there anything in this room worth noting?
Roll me a perception.
Okay, perception.
You spy
With your little eye.
1, 2, 3 boggles hiding throughout the room.
If
we
I
have the
walk
oil?
past you two, will you try to jump out at me? Boggles.
No.
That's good, because if you do, I'll smack you with a stick. Understand?
Yes.
There you go. I walk in the storeroom.
Alright.
Is there anything in here?
Another boggle.
You're checking out the storeroom. You find a gold bodkin worth 2 GP,
Awesome.
a pouch containing 35 silver. The coin's mintage is unfamiliar to you.
It's unfamiliar to me?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Must be from the Shadowfell. Or,
And
Ravenloft.
a small leather-bound book containing delicate sketches, and watercolor paintings of pixies, sprites, and other fae, worth 50 gold.
I misspelled that, but I'm not changing it. 50 gold pieces. What was the 2 gold piece thing?
A gold bodkin.
Bodkin?
Bodkin.
Awesome. I'll add all this to my inventory. I have... and so I have 35 silver pieces of an unknown mintage. So I'm gonna add that to my inventory instead of my...
Io, what are you doing down there?
now that I've retrieved the magic wand that is a unicorn horn, I'm gonna stick it into the horse's head.
Okay.
Preferably point side in, like a joke.
Oh. Okay, roll me intelligence.
No, I'm... Sure.
Roll me intelligence. Okay. You do note that, you know, a horn would fit in here. And the horn that you have, you know, does sort of fit, but it's not quite right.
Hmm.
There's something a little off. It doesn't sort of fit the aesthetic.
Dalgor, I need your strong painting skills that I know you have. Because only an artsy person would be that high all the time. God damn it.
I don't quite know the mintage of these coins, which is rather peculiar because I have seen a lot of coins.
Okay, so I now have a wand.
Why did everyone follow me up here?
You have a wand?
But unicorn horn we got, wasn't it a wand?
Sorry, the what?
Okay, give me a second. Let me just look through the items list that we got.
Yep.
Not this section.
It's a wand of waterfuck.
Okay, no, it wasn't a wand. What was the... it's been a bit. I don't remember much about the unicorn horn. I just remember that we got a unicorn horn from the unicorn, right?
Did we?
Uh,
Were you even there?
My character wasn't there. But I could have
let me
sworn we
go
had that.
look. I don't
I
I don't
remember,
remember
this
getting a
entirely
unicorn
wrong.
horn.
actually here. I can check over here.
I remember needing to use something as a unicorn horn to walk into the area.
I remember you guys dressing up as a unicorn to walk to the area.
Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, so what it was you guys needed to dress up as a unicorn to enter the pool. And then the unicorn there asked you to go find the horn of her missing mate.
Okay, so there isn't a unicorn horn. I'm misremembering this entirely and mixing it up with something that I saw otherwise.
We do not have one as of right now.
Okay.
We are looking for it to return to the...
Also, I found its mate, I think.
You need a horn to free Zabilna, but the unicorn Lamorna that was at the pool doesn't know the whereabouts of her mate or his horn.
I know the whereabouts of her mate, I think.
He's not dead, but
He's just forever a rocking horse. Probably. I'm willing to bet money on that. Like,
How much money?
Why else would? How much money? Why else would you have a stupid fucking rocking horse with an indent on his head that clearly signals that you stick a horn in it?
Fair, I suppose. Jack is looking at this door. He's not sure whether he wants to go through it.
that is Jack's decision.
Yes, but Jack has a better idea. Hey, Arimdex!
Oh no.
Where's Arimdex?
Where's Arimdex? Oh, he's upstairs.
Hello? What is it?
Arimdex, you're so far away.
I was going to get whiskey.
That's something very strange for a child to do, but okay.
Yeah, this child grew up in a circus.
Fair enough.
Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's right in here with the furnace.
You see that door right there?
The furnace door?
No, this door.
The one where the red cap dudes came out of?
Yes, can you see what's back there, please, while I do something else?
Isn't it locked?
Here's a bunch of keys.
Okay.
No.
I go about unlocking it, I guess?
Okay. Just give me a moment.
Just in case you thought Jack might have been of the good alignment. He's not.
Oh, don't worry. We never assumed that.
That's good.
The fuck is that, old
To
man?
one side of this giant toppled tree is a grove of bearded willows on the bank of a murky woodland
red caps.
pond. A patch of tilted earth spreads beneath their boughs. The caps of several red toadstools are just beginning to emerge from the loam. You also see 3 red caps.
Do they move to attack anyone?
Aren't the red cats dead?
Yep. Nope.
Not those ones.
We killed one.
Okay.
It's time for the epic
You've
battle.
killed.
And-
You guys have killed a bunch of red caps. Not these red caps.
And Jack has successfully tricked Arimdex to being the first target
Perfect. Don't
for
worry.
something
He can come back.
something he suspected was going to happen.
Nick, did you just say don't worry, he'll come back?
That is what I said. Yes.
The curse.
Alright. Sending. Brisg.
I don't know what's going on, so stick back here.
We're missing Jerrid's
Alright.
role.
Alright.
What's his name? There it is.
Oh. Dalgor. I thought I saw it in there for some reason. Oh, I mixed up Nick's intro. Jerrid, you're on mute, by the way.
I know.
No, you don't. Shut up.
Do you want to hear me burping?
No.
Well, I've had myself on mute. Dalgor doesn't know anything's going on.
Dalgor's out of his mind. On drugs.
Okay. Jack.
Alrighty. Does Jack see alarm on Armidex's face?
Arimdex, you tell him.
Does Arimdex even like have alarms? Does he think that these guys are bad?
Were you beat up by
Yes.
one before?
You opened the door and they all immediately turned and looked at you.
They all, you opened the door, they all turned and looked at you and started screaming and waving hatchets around.
Oh!
Or, sorry, sickles.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Awesome. In that case, I'm going this way.
I will remember that.
You can remember it all you want.
Anyone up for rabbit stew?
I did tell Armdex I was going to go do something else while he did that, so
Oh my god,
that's my turn, by the way.
Big. Oh my god.
That's
Grat.
a throwback.
That's a throwback.
Let's see. Now, there is a reason I came over here. It's because Grat knew what Jack was gonna do. So, to help
What's it
save
like being
his...
in the paladin of the group?
You'll find out later.
I will I?
Yes. You'll find
I'm
out
not-
just how holy I can be. I'm gonna
As he blows his brains
Yes.
out.
move there and say, "Come at me then, you red bastards!" And then hold an action until one gets in range.
Alright. Arimdex.
One second. Alright. That hit.
Which one were you aiming for? That one? That's a hit.
Damn, 22.
I am going to use the ultimate point ability. There we go.
Alright. Okay. That you?
Yep.
Alright. Red Cap? They're all going to dash.
Grappy doorway dodging.
Which one is it? It is this one.
Attacking the one that approached you.
Yep, that's what I said. I was holding it till one came into my range.
Alright.
Also, with guiding bolt, that one that I hit, it has advantage on next hit. I think that's how guiding bolt works. I can't remember.
No, the other way around.
Grat would have an advantage on attacking it.
That's what I
But
meant.
it's not the one I attacked. So the one that you hit is the one up here by.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll put a target on it.
Yeah.
Or actually, is there a proper target? There we go. Alright, Io.
Aw, yeah.
Here we go again.
Hey, yo, Jack, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I just had Arimdex open a door for me, and that I went to do something else post haste.
Cool. Hey, yo, what girl thing?
That is the exact thing I was about to do, actually.
Zabelna. Zabelna, right? Sorry, I keep getting... There's three of them.
I swear to God, Io, if you ruin this, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Which one is here?
Skabatha?
Skabatha. Skabatha requests that you go take a fire bath with her in the kennel. Kelm. Apologies.
I
Oh,
fucking
word.
hate you,
Indeed.
Io.
In the oven?
Yes. Well, that's what a kelm is.
I fucking hate
I guess
you,
a kelm. Why? What were you going to do with her?
I was going to convince her to, like, do what I say, cooperate with me, and go along with us to help.
I'm just gonna get rid of her while we have the chance.
I'm not scared of this child.
I
Yeah.
would have gotten there to go.
Get rid of her
Unicorn
while we
horn.
have a chance.
I just wanted a free assistant that would do whatever I say.
A, I don't think she'd do whatever you
No.
say without permission from Skabatha.
I have very good persuasion.
I screwed up the name again, but you can just go with it for now. B, Jory's actually right. I should have asked about the unicorn, but I already said it, so...
So, you're what are you asking her to go do?
Jump in the
Her
furnace.
yeah, basically, in layman's term, I'm asking her to go jump in the furnace.
Okay, but give me the wording. I want that role play.
I did have that role play.
Yeah, I had to go find her character sheet.
Okay. One more time, because I'm always going to screw up these names. Skabatha's the first one, right?
The one
feel like
that's
me and-
currently in the oven
Mhm.
is Granny Nightshade.
Granny Nightshade.
Skabatha.
It is Skabatha?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
the same person.
Hey, Skabatha has requested your presence with inside the oven with her.
Well, she usually likes to keep things burning. Let's go find out what she wants.
That's actually worked.
Well, I figured it would actually.
Oh, that.
Skabatha requires your presence within the oven.
What is telling me that they've gotten into the oven before together?
Yeah, like, honestly, that's kind of what I'm going with as well.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I
Is that you? Okay. Brisg.
Okay. Am I aware that this thing's happening?
You
did
you
yell.
should be able to. You would be able to see Grat roughly.
Plus,
Okay.
I also did yell, "Come at me then,
Yeah.
you bastards!"
I'll make my way over there. Don't really think I have line of sight, do I? Oh. Maybe.
What are you trying to do?
Should cast a spell.
You have line of sight on this one.
Yeah. I would give it cover, but
Okay.
you would have advantage on that one anyway.
Sure, yeah. Hit it with a crit.
Yep. All right.
Cizo.
And I think I do another one.
Dear Jesus. That will never
Nice.
happen again.
That
Wait,
one wasn't even
that's
an
your
advantage.
third crit in a row.
All
One
right.
of those nights.
Jesus.
That
You know
that
what
one
zone's
is
rolling?
shot dead.
You got some weighted programming on that side?
Who knows?
Brisg just walks in, fucking decimates one. Just
That you?
absolutely obliterates
That's
this
me.
poor fool.
Dalgor.
Well, I obviously know there's a commotion going on. Leave it there. More of these fuckers. Pull out the palm pistol. I'll shoot the one that's closest to Grat.
All right.
Ah, my ears!
And then use my other attack action to reload.
All
You
right.
just
That's a hit.
paused the pistol right beside my head.
Not right beside your head. Remember, I'm much taller than you.
Yeah, it would be literally right above my head.
All right. So pig. Just gonna go make her way to the kitchen. Jack.
Before you run off, little one, do you mind telling me where, when you acquire objects from people, where do you store them? Just for inventory purposes.
Oh, I give them to Granny Nightshade, and then she tends to take them away, and I don't really know where they end up past that.
You take everything to Gurney Nightshade. Interesting. Well, thank you for the information. You may continue on your way, I guess.
Oh, actually, let me double check something. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, never mind. You good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna run by her, look at Aya, and go, "How the hell did you convince her?"
I'm gonna go clean the oven. Grat.
She got me red-handed, sleep with the girl next door.
Grat's gonna smack the fuck out of this feller.
All right.
Not just once, but twice.
Damn.
Where's that? Oh.
What?
No, I'm just trying to remember where that D10, but it's the way they have it set up. It's doing two-handed. in that second
Oh, fuck.
for some reason.
I've been taking that damage.
I'm pretty
Because
sure that's two-handed for some reason.
Alright, I need to put that HP back. You mind fixing that for me? Because, like...
I'm
Oh,
just,
it's the versatile damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've
I
been
don't know why
taking...
it's
I've been
in there
dealing that damage.
because it's
Yeah.
not in the other
Take
one.
it off the damage roll and create a separate one for the versatile. That's what I usually do.
That's what it normally does. If for when oh, wait, what?
You would just have to go into the settings and turn off the
Yeah,
damage roll
I
that it's.
fixed it, but I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out why. But I'm pretty sure it's because I brought over from Roll20 a +1 longsword.
Mm.
And
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Yeah.
it doesn't do one-hand, two-hand. It just does +1. It splits it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
weird.
It's
that's
real
from
weird.
like it's from the older system from when they like years ago. Some of their stuff isn't like converted over.
Hmm.
It's stupid.
Alright, that you?
Yeah.
Arimdex.
One in front of me is going to get a smack. Boop.
A light tapping. Several light tappings. Okay. Alright.
He got smacked.
Fucking dead. He's dead. That you?
Yeah, that's me. That's all I can do.
Alright. This red cap is going to come up to you. And using its fancy multi-attack. 1, 2... Miss 3 times in a row.
I would not call that a wicked sickle, but
Well, no, that was really bad.
more like an under par, not very great sickle.
Yeah. Ayo.
That's a wicked sickle.
Its rolls aren't even terrible. Like it's like modifier isn't even terrible.
I'm going to make a quick
Honestly.
investigation of this room.
Probably would have been better if these guys,
I find nothing.
Hang on. Sorry, what was that, Zowan?
Probably would have been better if he kicked him.
Probably. Okay, you're investigating the cupboard.
Sure.
You know less about the cupboard now than you did before.
No, that'd be a nat one. I know that
Wait,
it's
you-
covered still, period. I
You
don't,
were right. You find just boxes full of junk.
That too is the equivalent of me going, I'm going to investigate this cupboard and just staring at it and not even opening it.
That is definitely a cupboard.
My knowledge confuses me. Confoundled
Open up
I
the
am.
cupboard, closing your eyes.
Yeah, a 5 is just me opening the cupboard. A 1 is me going, that's not a cupboard.
That's a wall.
It's a wall!
That's just a desk.
I can't understand cupboards. There's no doors on the moon. So why would there be
They don't-
cupboards
they
on the
don't have
moon? We just have shelves and archways. I guess you can say the moon's a bit breezy.
It is specifically not
Alright.
that.
Dalgor.
Which moon have you been to?
I'm waiting for the day that he goes, yeah, we don't have clothes on the moon.
No, I won't, because that does start with a D.
Okay, is that you, Dalgor?
Yep.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So Pig is just gonna keep walking along. Jack.
Maybe since his investigation skills are that.
Or
poor,
that.
I'm going to perceive the room instead.
With my mind's eye.
I am just going to look for anything that looks vaguely valuable.
You find some nice looking cobwebs.
Some. I don't think I can sell those, but awesome.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Grat.
I just realized that your profile picture is a penguin with a gun.
Yeah.
Gonna step on this dead body. And I'm going to stab this live body.
Boy,
2
did.
hits. For 19 damage. Yeah. Alright. Boy, you guys just tearing through these things. Arimdex.
That's all I'm doing.
Don't worry, he'll be back up.
Cool is dead.
Hey, Arimdex, this time possess a red cat body.
That would be cool.
Oh god, the kid is uglier than before.
Just because I'm not sure what you guys are gonna do next, I'm gonna keep the turn order.
Not sure what we're going to do. Do you? Oh,
It's
I
so
know
big.
what. I know what would cause combat. Okay.
Oh. I will change the music back.
I'll return to this room and investigate.
You find a particularly empty-looking box.
Suspicious. I end my turn.
Brisg.
I sit down at this bench.
Dalgor.
Do those sickles look like they were made of metal?
I mean, the blades would be. It's slashing damage.
I'm going to take them all.
Actually, I should take one because I only have a piercing weapon. So it'd be nice to have a slashing weapon and a piercing weapon. Would I be allowed to have one?
I'm
Or
taking
you
them
could
for the
use a
attempt
short-
to make bullets out of them.
I would probably presume you could use a short sword to slash something.
Short
I
swords
understand.
should be slashing, should it not?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think
I
it's piercing.
Short sword is piercing.
Oh,
piercing.
But like in
Weird.
theory, you should be able to slash with it too.
Yeah.
Like with a long sword, that's slashing damage, but in theory, I should be able to stab you with it.
Yeah,
know what I
'cause
mean?
if it has a pointed end.
Like theoretically, you could do bludgeoning damage with it too. It just probably would be an
Hilt.
improvised weapon at that point.
Well, it's a flat of the blade, but yeah, basically
Flat in the
improvised.
hilt.
The flat of the blade or the hilt.
Yeah, basically the sword can do all three. Or like a typical longsword could.
Well, D&D doesn't allow us to do that, so...
D&D Raw doesn't allow that. Whether
So,
this game allows
yeah.
that is completely up to the
Arimdex
DM.
can have one.
Thanks.
Okay, then you get one sickle, which is an actual weapon. It's a 1d4 slashing, 2 pounds. It has the light property.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay. Sopig is going to keep making her way into the room. She'll arrive and start looking around for Granny Nightshade. Where is Granny Nightshade?
I gave her a very specific
stove.
directions. Very specific directions. In the stove.
I was told to come clean the oven with her.
That is not what I said at all.
This child's an idiot.
She's in the stove already.
Oh.
Good job.
Jack.
Starting to get the feeling that there's not a lot of valuables left here for him at the moment. He's just gonna start making his way out.
Okay. Grat. Basically, I just need to know if you guys are gonna do anything before Soapig kind of continues searching.
Kind of walks into a fireplace.
Nah.
Okay, Arimdex. I'm just gonna keep looking at your sickles.
I picked up the sickle, yeah.
Alright, you came back in the room. Io. You're just gonna go to the other room?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not even going to.
Yeah, that's fine. When you search for the boxes, you find another particularly empty-looking box. It's almost like your companions had their weapons hidden in some of these.
Yeah, but
Brisg.
a second look isn't bad.
Oh yeah,
One of the
yeah.
barrels in the top.
What?
I stole the top of a barrel in there to
Oh,
make
right.
it into a shield.
I forgot about that. Brisg, doing anything? Sitting.
Yep, just sitting.
Dalgor.
Dalgor wants to make use of the heat of the stove.
To cook his
Tis
crag.
time.
There is currently.
A corpse in there.
Where is it? There's a cauldron on top of the oven, with sickly sweet vapors coming from it. Just to let you know.
Yeah,
Drink
I'm
it,
gonna
drink
start
it,
the
drink
process
drink it, drink
for
it,
crafting
drink it,
you know
drink
what.
it, drink it.
Okay. That'll take you. Actually, does it say?
Yeah, in total it takes 4 hours.
Okay.
That's what I said. Starting the process. All the things that need heat at the moment, I want to try to get done.
Okay. So you guys will be here for the next few hours.
Dalgor will be.
I didn't have my weapon set up properly,
Oh boy.
That's the best way to
so
play
I
it.
should have taken a lot more damage.
Is that why you only hit a +1 on your weapon?
Yeah, that's why I only had a +1 on my weapon.
I was looking at your damage and like, why are you rolling 1d6
I
plus
was
1?
noticing it was short, but I wasn't gonna ask. I thought it was just meant to be that way.
No. I should have a +7 on it.
Oh, a +7?
Yeah, because it uses my intelligence.
Proficiency plus
Oh.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
To hit, not to damage. Yeah. Yeah. Soapig's going to walk up to the oven, open up the door and look inside and see that it's still burning. And see the Arimdex, go back in your yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'll empty that turn order, I don't care. I'll keep it there, but yeah, she opens it up, sees the kind of eyes inside, and you hear a little chuckle. What are you doing, Arimdex?
Oh no, did we just free her already?
I want to know what you're trying to do.
Oh, I'm just looking.
Oh, you're just looking?
Yeah.
Arimdex is wondering what she's looking at.
Okay.
Arimdex
I've
peers
seen
in
the
as
eyes
well.
before.
Dex is probably shorter than she is. What do you think he's gonna do?
I can't push her. She's gonna win.
I mean, she's small.
So am I.
So is him.
think I'm small as well.
Actually, no.
Oh, yeah.
Jack is medium-sized.
Soapig will turn around, look at you, and go, "The oven's still on. How do you expect me to clean it without burning to a crisp?"
Effectively. Efficiently.
That's not the question you. We're
Wait,
not the
wait.
ones you should be asking.
He's
And then that
talking to
shit's
me?
already in there.
Yeah, she was talking to you.
I didn't know you were supposed to. How do we turn off the oven?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, I guess
She doesn't
we have
question the
to-
corpses that surround her.
No.
No.
This child.
This is just a regular Tuesday to her.
I'm starting to get the feeling that she's scarier than she appears to be.
Well, I guess that means we have to let out the elemental.
What?
So she'll go round to the sides of the entrance to the oven, start picking away at it. She'll work at this for a little while. And eventually, the kind of front of the oven falls away, and the elemental is released.
And then Dalgor's like, "No, my fire!"
Basically.
No, my crack!
No, I still need the heat.
I'm just seeing Hell's Moving Castle, where the house is like lit by the fucking elemental.
No, my fire!
Now I just have to wait for it to cool like a nice corpse.
If you look deep enough
That is
in there,
all of your signal to just get out while this kid is still home.
if you look deep enough in there, you might see a nice corpse.
Oh. There shouldn't be any corpses in there lately.
Oh
I
no.
thought the
Lately.
last
God.
one was last week.
Arimdex, you're making this so much worse. I'm booking it now. Sixth Sense going off. Don't care about the explanation. I'm booking it.
All right, so
Is there still enough heat for me to work with?
No.
Arimdex, you're on your own, buddy.
Am I?
No, I'm already left.
Well, she went inside.
Yeah, Dalgor,
I'm-
you're interrupted. You haven't lost any of your like major You haven't lost your dragon's blood, but you can't work as is. It's not hot enough anymore.
My heat.
And Soapig's just gonna clean the oven.
Dalgor's just walking like head down, sort of distraught.
Big sad.
If you're walking head down, then you will note there are still two red-looking toadstools in this garden here.
Shit on him.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Dalgor's
Yeah.
too distraught to think about them.
That's good.
They're
Jack's just
they're
gonna
not
sit.
ingredients I can use for it.
Jack's just gonna sit here at the end of the road, tapping his foot, waiting for people to catch up.
I was here first. I mimic Jack.
What are you doing, Io?
Mimicking you,
Why?
because I was here first.
Yes, of course you were. Well, that was quite a bit of dilly-dallying we did.
Oh, there's 5 sessions that we just did there.
Yeah, you guys spent an hour just finishing up this place, which is good for me because it means that you're not going to get to the end of where I've prepped tonight. So that works.
Anyway,
You'll just
where
see
should we go
Dalgor's
off to?
head, like, still looking distraught.
I don't care. So are we going to reconvene as Little Oak and then find a way out of here, or what's happening?
That's my question.
Let's
What are
go
you
back to
guys
Little Oak.
We could reconvene at Little Oak, have a rest, and then try and find a way out of the Feywild.
Okay. You guys can make your way to Little Oak. Just hang out there. I'll pull that out just in case.
I feel like that we're gonna have to go back there.
Loomlurch? Back to Loomlurch? Is that what you
I have
meant, Jory?
feeling that rocking horse was
They eat a
important.
Well, first off, only I know about that. Second off, I don't have a unicorn horn to stick in it.
First
I
of
was
all,
talking
I
about
saw it too. Second of all,
Did you know
I
about the
think we
unicorn
all
horn,
seen-
though?
I don't care.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it's pretty on brand.
Jack's level of commitment is roughly equivalent to how much he's getting paid at the moment.
Alright. So you guys are just gonna go to Little Oak and take a rest? And plan your next moves?
Yep.
You guys have Squirt the oil can, and he's all oiled up. Clappertrap is carrying him, I believe.
God, that name.
Crap.
Squirt is all oiled up, baby. I
Alright.
have decided to delegate the decision to everybody else.
What decision?
Where we're going next.
I don't think I need to choose any decisions. I'll just follow you.
We're having a long rest here first, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
Okay. Awesome. Do I have any spells to replenish? Yes. First level slots back. Okay. Sweet. All my inspiration. Is Brisg communicable again? Is that...
Has it been a full day?
Probably.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was morning when we were in Loomlurch.
morning
You
when we
guys
left
can
for Loomlurch?
hang around for a day, that's fine.
Okay. Well, then we spend the whole the whole day. Next morning, Brisg is green, I believe.
You were just blue, so whatever comes after blue.
Whatever floats your boat.
It's the season.
You
I
keep
would
changing
spend time
colors.
working on this batch.
Batch, are you making drugs? Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
he's absolutely making drugs.
God.
Why does Brisg's appearance keep changing? Rather unsettling.
Does it have
Oh,
some
good
good
morning.
drugs?
He
Who
went
might
from
all of you be?
who made
Oh,
all of
no.
us be?
He has dissociative identity disorder.
All of you.
He has amnesia.
We
He has
spent all
ambrosia.
of yesterday We've all spent the last 2 days together, Brisk. What do you mean?
Oh, you would have been spending the days with Brisg and Somber then.
Oh god, there's more than one of you?
I called it. He has DID.
Wait. So Brisk was when you were orange. Sombra
Autumn, yes.
Sombra must have been when you didn't talk at all.
Oh, that would be winter, yes.
You're based off of the... What? What?
Yes. Oh, please, don't tell me you don't
Wait.
know about them. Even I know
Them.
about them.
Them.
Yeah,
The true
them.
elves.
I
True
even know
elf.
what they are. Sadly.
Okay. So... You
I'm having a
have
real life brain fart. I can't remember what the name of the race is.
Eladrin.
Eladrin.
It's the Eladrin. Because they're so they're related to the original elves, of course, and because they never left the Feywild, they're more tied directly to its, well, natural shifts.
Did Brisg not explain it when you first met?
He was
Yeah.
rather
unpleasant,
actually.
Brisg was unpleasant?
It might
A
have...
little odd. Usually Somber is the unpleasant one.
Well, Sombra
It's because
didn't speak
Jack
at
is
all.
Jack.
That's not unpleasant.
Oh. I'm... I
We
guess you
don't
could
know
say...
how to identify between the two. I don't.
What,
What
like-
color was it? Briggs again?
Brisk was
Brisg
the
was
orange
autumn,
one.
the orange.
Okay.
Somber
next one we
is
had was
winter,
blue.
the blue.
Old...
I wonder-
Old...
I wonder what
Som-
summer's gonna be like.
Oh, I think you'll like him. Or maybe you
Old-
won't. It really depends.
All
I like him.
Sombra did
I'd
was
laugh if he was
stare
like
at us.
really flamboyant.
I'm not sure if he just didn't like us or if he just doesn't know how to talk.
Honestly, Brisk
Oh, he
just
doesn't
met
talk.
us.
He doesn't talk much.
Much. He didn't talk at all.
Well, then you must not have done anything to warrant his speaking.
A gentle
We
breeze
fought
carries a
a
sweet scent.
hag. How was that not worth speaking about?
Did you? Which one?
Yes.
Sabatha.
Yes, Kabatha. We killed her.
Oh,
I
Temporarily.
threw her in the furnace.
Yes, Arimdex threw the corpse in the furnace.
well, that's not bad at all.
No.
That's one of the three.
Yes, indeed, it is. And now that we have reclaimed the object that I have, I am pretty well finished here.
Alright, bye.
Finished? You're in the Feywild.
Yes,
You're
I understand
not
that the
finished unless
Feywild is...
the Feywild wants you to be finished.
Well,
that's-
I
that-
mean, I'm never finished because I'm from here, right? Well, the moon.
You're
of
from the
course.
fucking moon, shut up.
Yes, I'm from the Fey Moon. We all have ties here. We are.
Are you Io?
I am Io!
Fuck
I
off.
didn't
Yes!
realize I was in the presence of royalty.
Oh, no, I'm merely a delicate. No, it is royalty!
What?
You are true royalty here.
Took me a moment,
think-
I forgot. It's a bit new still.
I think I'd rather have been killed by the hag than listen to that. Anyway,
Right. Well, an explanation, I guess, since Brisg must have forgotten. Well,
Everyone gather round for the lesson.
I was a regular Eladrin once. I could control the change. And it didn't really affect me very often. And then, I kind of broke the rules. You know, the rules of hospitality and all that.
ooh, those ones will get you.
I broke one. And, well... You see, I was in the service of Lady Sibilna. And I was in her court when I broke the rule. And I was cursed. So now, The change is not something that I can choose to do. It just happens. Every day.
This character's great.
Or even worse, it affects my personality. Isn't
So-
that great?
So you're telling me right now you're being happy right now because of the curse, not by choice.
I completely understand with
Every
you.
single day is agony.
Yes, I think I would have rather just died than have that. That sounds horrible.
I messed up
Well.
the dance party with Mr. Light, and now I'm stuck here with these people.
You're also
Well-
dead!
Thankfully, I think I'm one step closer to breaking this curse. See,
wait. The
I
solution.
am planning on getting Zybilna free from her entrapment. And
And then
well,
leveraging that
one
to.
of the hags is dead.
Okay, so to get this straight, your plan is to kill more hags, which was already a bit troublesome to begin
My
with.
plan is to break Zybilna free from her prison.
Yes, but
That's
that
all.
requires the hags being disposed of in one way or another.
One way or another.
I just bring hags.
The easiest way to dispose of them that we have found so far is murder.
You could find a
Throwing
way
in
to
the-
make a deal.
I am good at deals, not usually my preferred target for deals though. Hags really do not give good things for
I
trade.
want to deal with hag.
Well,
I am a merchant, I'm not really a fighter. I only went to fight the hag because she had a doll that I thought might be fairly valuable.
He is totally wrong about that, by the way.
No, I think it could
It's
be
creepy.
refurbished. It's just in disrepair, but it was owned by a hag in its defense.
Oh, Jack, I didn't know you were a dreamer.
you're a,
Doll. That doll
You're
is
a-
a central piece of who you are.
Yeah, and the central
When
piece
I was
is our
5.
greedy bastards.
He's not wrong.
you're a rather mercantile fellow. Think of all the value you could get by releasing an archfey from her imprisonment, Think of the rewards. I don't know, endless gold.
You have a strong argument, but my counter argument is I can't use it if I die.
Then don't. It's that simple, really.
Yes. I'd like you to keep that in mind when things immediately go south and I abandon you to die in a hole.
I'm not dead yet.
That is a low bar, my friend.
I think it's quite high.
Is that the enchantment talking, or am I going to get my neck wrung when you go back to being Brisg or Somra?
Did I hear something about getting high?
I'm going to stab him later.
I'll chuck him to the moon.
Question.
They'll sober him up there.
I have a question.
Real quick, Zowan, can you roll me a d8?
Sure. One.
Birds sing merrily nearby.
God. Is it morning
Interesting.
already? I haven't even had my whiskey yet.
Whiskey?
So I have a-
Whiskey?
Drink whiskey?
No,
I have
I'm just being
Question.
sarcastic.
That's not how sarcasm works.
Well then, maybe you shouldn't come to the moon.
Which one's the real
Do they have
you?
whiskey on the moon?
I feel like the more
No.
time that goes on, you become more and more deranged. When we started this adventure, let's call it that. You were perhaps the second most sane person. As of right now, I am not sure who is less sane, you or Arimdex.
I'll put it this way, I've been stuck with you and Arimdex for like a month now.
Yes. I would hope that me being the most rational one here would have helped with that. It's not at all.
What are you
Listen,
talking about?
I didn't get enough
I'm
sleep last
completely
night. I had to stare at your damn doll throughout the entire evening, looking into my soul.
It's in my bag of holding. How is it staring at you?
But you clearly pulled it out and slept with it last night.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. Don't you
I
remember?
seen it last night.
No,
No,
I
Yeah.
didn't.
No,
Can
it's the
confirm.
creepiest thing.
I can
was out-
confirm.
That doll's
And-
creepy.
I don't
Anyway.
like that doll. It haunts my soul.
So, just in theory, what is your plan to dispose of the other 2 hags then? What is your idea?
Well, I mean, it's not my plan, but
It's
the
not
plan
your
was,
plan.
yeah, to kill them violently, if necessary.
Possible.
I'm
You just
liking
have
this
to
if
know
one
what a
any
better
of you
than
unicorn
can
this.
think of
is.
If any of you can think of anything better, I'm all ears.
Thermonuclear
Well, Mike,
warfare.
You see,
I'm
my
liking
better
this one
idea
more
is
than Briggs.
to my better idea is to perform the incredible maneuver of just leaving.
Oh, I'd like to
Well,
see
You
that.
could try. You could attempt it, but, I mean, again, maybe the Feywild is not done with you.
Well,
I mean,
that would
all
be
he really has to
irritating,
do,
but it
in
wouldn't be the
theory,
first time
is
it's
find a
happened.
ring of mushrooms and then warp out of here.
Or that. There was a time dilation effect when we did that last time. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, you lost like a week or something.
I still don't believe you,
I'm still telling the truth.
and
Yeah,
I
we
still
are.
don't believe you.
Listen, you were gone so long, I was able to purchase a tea kettle from a random troop of goblins that walked on by.
I think
Mr.
you are an elaborate liar,
I think
and it's,
Mr.
you're calling bullshit.
Eladrin, I
I'm
have
calling
a
and it
question.
is the
for you.
only
thinking
thing I
bullshit?
respect about you.
What's your question then, little thing?
I think it's a
Um,
kobold.
That's a red cat.
So, have you ever heard of anybody coming back from the dead here?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah?
Pretty
Right.
common.
Okay.
You asking that question on Arimdex?
Because I was dead, and now I'm alive.
Okay,
And
Seems about right.
running.
so are you undead or are you
I don't
alive?
No, he's very undead. You can, like, just look at him. He's rotting right there. Ew.
Well, he already looked like that before. I
No,
don't.
no. Before he looked more solid. Now you can clearly see the maggots.
Maggots.
Maggots?
Is
Been
that
eating
what
them.
that smell is?
Yeah, you might be eating them, but they're just crawling right back out that hole in your
I
chest
just
right
presumed
there.
it was Dalgor with his drugs.
Meth has a different smell than corpse.
Majorly different smell. It's a rabbit. I
Look.
thought you'd have a better nose.
I kept it in sealed containers when I sold it.
Also, which one is the real you?
Borg.
Are you talking to the Eladrin?
Yes.
Jack,
Is
I'm
there
still
a real you anymore?
in the process of making it. Of course, it can't be covered.
It can be sealed.
You know, I heard this one time
Not
that you
while
should
being
wear
made.
special gear while making it, or else you'll go loony,
Well,
like
I'm
those
the
hat makers.
merchant, not the one who makes it.
My favorite troop of bands to hang around with are the hat makers. They're quite
Anyway.
silly.
Anyway, Arimdex does bring forward a good point. Which personality was of the original you, Eladrin, if any, and if none of them are, will one of them maintain hold when the curse is lifted?
All of them.
All of them, simultaneously.
Yeah.
That is disturbing.
Well, imagine if you took you, and then you took you and cut you into 4 pieces, and made them 4 different people.
Ah, like a bliss.
So essentially, you are not 4 separate people who change every day. You're 4 fragments of yourself.
That's
And
why
that's
he's only
why-
happy. Couldn't you
Hey,
tell?
Jack,
Yes,
you feel as though you are being watched.
I'm going to
By a
make a
doll.
perception check immediately to detect whatever's watching me.
Go for it. You see nothing.
Check your doll. It's creepy.
Everyone look around the area right now.
What are we looking for?
Anything, something watching us.
Ah, something watching us. Well, there's that creepy doll right there. Its head's sticking out of your bag. Why is it doing that?
I'm too focused on making my drugs.
Sure, I might as well check. What do I see?
You see the doll. That's all you really see.
The doll's creepy as hell. Stick it back in your bag.
My bag.
I like to think the doll is alive and it just keeps like crawling out of the bag, and then whenever it's like, whenever Jack looks at it, it just like quickly hides back in the bag and he doesn't see it. Just messing with everybody.
If you turn out to be right,
it would be funny, but like at the same time, like I'm pulling this out of my ass because I thought it would be funny. It sounds like Ryan's just going with it.
The fucking hag latched her soul onto the doll.
The hag
So
doesn't need to do that.
Alright, so let's say, for example, we wanted to dispose of the other two hags. One of them is definitely not going to be happy with us and probably has already killed the bush that we haven't saved. Not that it matters.
oh yeah, how many days would be left on that?
None.
Oh, it's over.
It's over.
Figured.
That bush is dead. It doesn't matter though because
Probably
the
enslaved,
awakened.
if we're being honest.
Well, doesn't really matter because Morian is also dead, and no one else cared.
Question: did any of us take his second acorn?
I had.
Yes.
Okay, because had you not, I'm just thinking
Yeah,
we buried him
because
with the
it
acorn,
was
so we
in
technically
his
buried
hat.
the acorn.
So I'm wearing the hat.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So one of them definitely doesn't like us, and we might have to fight it. We know it's that one's weakness, so you have to run around, I believe, counterclockwise?
I don't remember having to run around doing it. I just remember that it was counterclockwise.
Well, that was the only way we could think of exploiting that weakness.
It did look to work.
We didn't
Doesn't
try
say
it.
weakness.
I
it's
mean,
allergy.
I clearly remember Morian running around in circles beside her in her room.
It's not so much a weakness, but an allergy.
She's allergic to clockwise. Okay.
As I
counterclockwise.
remember it, you guys never actually figured out how to how to trigger that allergy.
Yeah.
You tried it at one point. Or no, you were planning to try it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Morian and
But
Dalgor
Morian
were
did
planning
do
to
some
start
Technically,
it.
Maureen literally did it in the room that she was in, and you didn't notice.
Yeah. What was the term for counterclockwise that they used?
Widdershins.
Shins.
Widdershins.
Okay. And the other one has to be killed during an eclipse of some sort.
I mean, we could always just, use illusion magic. Or we could
How
just close the
powerful of
curtain.
illusions you have.
Illusions. I have minor illusion.
That is
I
not enough to
have-
blot out the
Illusion
sun.
is nothing
You'd be
if you can
surprised.
see through like this
I
one
have
did.
dissonant whisper. I have
Also,
silence.
if the
Hypnotic
hag
pattern.
can see through illusions, would it even matter? I can make the hag forget the last few minutes of conversation. That's the best I can do.
I got an idea. We can kill her and then make her forget that the sun was out.
I cannot do that.
Well, then you're
That's
useless.
not how my... I can make her forget the conversation she's had with me. I can make her forget what I have said.
Listen, if we find a lake, we can go back to my place and we can just ask the queen to move the moon in front of the sun.
That's an option?
Well, I mean, she is part celestial. Like, half celestial, half archfey. She's crazy
Okay.
powerful.
Okay. Granted that we managed to convince your queen to move the moon for us.
Probably wouldn't be
On
that
this-
hard.
How much free time does your queen have?
I mean, because delegations broke off like a long time ago, we haven't really been interacting between the two races all that commonly. And
So you're
considering
telling
that
me you-
I am a delegate of the moon and I was using my free time to go to the circus,
So you're telling me that all of you up there have practically infinite free time, and the only reason you haven't been using it for anything interesting is due to a lack of imagination and the fact you live on the moon.
I mean, counterpoint, we spend a lot of our free time writing poetry and debating about the ways of the world.
Yes, the ways of the world which you do not live on because you live on the moon.
No,
I'm
not,
sorry.
not like
What
that.
is this discussion about exactly?
Oh, we're talking about the moon.
I am
just
currently
point off-
deducing-
Yes, I can hear that. Why?
'Cause
I
that's where
am
I'm from.
currently deducing theoretical methods of attempting to assassinate the other hags. If I can find an easy method,
And,
we'll do
that
that.
has something to do with the moon because...
Oh,
Because
yes.
one of the hags has a vulnerability to eclipses. She can only die during an
Permanently.
eclipse. Permanently. We need it to be permanent, though.
Does it have to be an actual eclipse?
It doesn't, which is why I was proposing illusion magic, but since we apparently don't have something powerful enough for that, I figured it'd be easier to just move the moon.
I was asking if we had the illusion magic. No one came up with anything worthwhile.
Minor
because
illusion. We just make a tiny little moon that's really close so that it looks like there's an eclipse. 300%.
How powerful is your minor illusion spell?
Listen, if it's right in front of her eyes, it doesn't need to be that big in order to cover her eyes. Do you not understand how, like, size works?
At that point, you might as well just cast the darkness spell.
Honestly, that actually might work if you think about it. I don't have that one, although.
Are we going back to Hither, or are we moving on to Yon?
Let's go to Yon.
Okay. Squirt will lead you to Yon.
Didn't we kill the one that we need to kill?
Nah, we can kill some more later.
We have to go back and deal with that other one who doesn't like us right now anyway, but...
In the meantime, I got an amazing stick. Watch my stick grow.
I mean, I still have the painting.
Watch my stick shrink.
I still have the painting that she wants, but it's already been far past the time limit, and it's also been corrupted by magic. And her sister's dead. To
Watch
the
my
other...
watch my... What?
Do they... They probably know that their sister's dead, right?
Maybe. I don't know. They might have a sixth sense for it, but they also might not care enough to actually look.
No. Like, they would be constantly plotting against everyone, including each other. So they probably have spies and stuff. Right?
No.
So the question is, if they know, do they know that we did it, and would they be happy, angry, or indifferent about us doing that?
Debatable.
Can't
We're off
imagine
to
they'd be
Yon.
particularly happy.
I can't imagine any sort of reaction from a hag, honestly. They're kind of weird. I don't know how to read them.
Pretty right, yeah. No, they're out of it.
We should find a more efficient method of fighting them, though, if we're going to kill them.
You stand on a path that wends between rocky crags on a mountainside. The sky is dark and full of roiling thunderclouds. You are greeted by a howling wind. For a second, lightning splits the sky, striking nearby mountaintops and illuminating a distant pinnacle of rock that has a foreboding castle carved out of it.
Yes, I'm not fond of this.
Anyone?
What?
Is this what the moon looks like?
In the sky right now?
Well, Io's from the moon. Is it dark and does it look like this?
Oh, you mean like the area around us?
I mean, I've never been, so I have no idea.
I don't know. Io, does this look like the moon?
No, this ain't the moon.
I know it's not the moon.
Like the moon. No, the moon is like grassy.
It's what?
You heard me. Grassy.
It has no green on it.
Who said the grass was green?
What color is your
It's-
grass?
Silver?
What the French fuck?
What the fuck is a French?
Exactly.
I think the best part is I actually have like a lore and an idea of what the moon is, but it's really fun to just mess with you guys as well.
Like 80% sure as time gone on, Io's just become more and more of like a Fey trickster archetype.
Well, it's less that, and well, actually it's kind of true, but it's
It's
less
like
that and more like the more random things that happen is the more opportunities for me to just randomly add some bullshit that just becomes canon to like what the moon is. Like if I
So
ever
where
take
are
you to the
we
moon in the
exactly?
campaign, that'll happen. We're in Yonder.
Sorry?
Yawn.
Where are we here?
Oh yeah, where are we on the
You're
map?
among the mountains of Yon.
Do we not have a token for it?
Yeah, I can give you a token.
I think that's really what he was asking, so we know where we are on the map.
Check.
That's a giant permanent lightning bolt.
Does that
You
lightning
see-
bolt? Does that lightning ever end?
Nope.
It's
You
been
see-
striking.
You see two figures standing on an outcrop of rock, outlined against the stormy sky. One is a slender female elf wearing a crescent moon mask, and the other is a 3-foot-tall dandelion with a small rapier strapped to its stem.
Oh no.
A honeybee, the
Undertale.
size of an orange, buzzes around the dandelion's bright yellow head. The elf is the first to notice you.
It's an
As
ion
she
bee.
points in your direction, the dandelion draws its rapier and assumes a defensive pose. The honeybee buzzes more loudly as it flies circles around the two of them.
It's
I
an
just
ion
gave it
bee.
Is violence really necessary to jump to for everyone?
I mean, I'm waving at them.
I believe it's his natural reaction if we just show up out of nowhere.
I just
Look,
stand there
I
debating whether or
don't.
not
That
to
is
give him the finger.
absolutely not a natural reaction, and the fact that you think such a thing says a lot about you.
You're not wrong.
If something showed up out of nowhere behind me,
Were we behind them? I thought we were to their side.
I would speak to it, and then if it turned out to be hostile, then I would either run away or smack it with a stick.
By that time, it's too late. It's
exactly.
already
Oh.
gouged out your eyes.
Lightning crackles in the sky, and Jack, Dalgor, Io, and Brisg all note that the elf does not have a shadow.
Why doesn't that elf have a shadow?
Probably traded it.
So I say, was there not someone else we ran into that didn't have a shadow?
I don't have a shadow.
Did you trade your shadow away?
Yes.
There we go, they traded the shadow away.
Fantastic. We have a bunch of people trading in integral parts of their existence away for no reason.
We don't need it. It was back when we were at that frog place.
No, I know when you did it.
Yeah.
Jack's just scolding the concept of you doing it.
Well, if you want to be the one who goes and talks to them, like you said, if something showed up on you, you would talk to it. Go and talk to them.
Well, they did draw their blade immediately. Let's walk over, see what they're about.
I figure if we all go over, they may take that as an attack.
If we all go over, I would take it as like we're trying to communicate kind of thing. As long as we don't go over holding swords and shit. You psychotic.
You, sir, are just asking to be stabbed. Not by me, but from other people.
From other people. Well, that's why I have you.
You're going from a businessman perspective. I'm going from their side.
You
if all
don't
of a
know
sudden-
what their side is at all. You don't know anything about them.
Obviously, they're fighters. They fight. Otherwise, they wouldn't have drawn their swords.
Or
So quickly, you need to stop thinking like a businessman and
But
think
he
about
is a businessman.
surviving.
I am literally a businessman, and you want me to stop thinking like a businessman? What a stupid
Alright.
fucking idea.
All right, ladies, come down.
You call me
You need
that
to
again,
go.
and I will kill you again, Arimdex.
Grat just
Who
stands up.
goes there?
Not lady.
Who goes where?
Who are you?
Well, you may call me Jack. What is your name?
I'm the Duke.
Shut up, Arimdex.
I am Amidor, and this is the beautiful Paulina. Paulinella, sorry.
Well,
And this is Glister. Sorry, Gleam.
it is, nice to see you.
Gleam is the only one there. Glister is not present. Just FYI.
Very
They're just-
very interesting. You may call me Jack. We simply arrived here. I don't know what else to tell you.
We followed the can.
We did follow the can.
Also, nice moon mask. Can I have it?
Right.
Don't ask her for things.
What?
We are in the Feywild. You don't do that.
Oh,
Yeah, I shouldn't
sorry,
have to
don't
tell you
agree to a
that.
trade. I asked for a gift. I am royalty after all.
Someone hang me. Not
Your
literally. That was a
Majesty,
figure of
With
speech.
pleasure.
I'm afraid I cannot hand over my mask, for it matches my sister's.
Don't say that out loud. I will just ask for that one too.
Can I have that one as well?
I told you.
I'll trade you for the inability to dance.
I believe I could try to convince my sister if you help me find her.
Oh no, more lost things? What is with this place? Oh, what am I
This
saying?
is the
This is
Feywild.
the
What are you
Feywild.
talking about?
Everything is lost.
Just...
Everything is lost, including the things that are searching for things.
Yeah,
We're all
no,
playing
that's
a
that's
game.
very accurate. I'm just getting tired.
Okay. So I would ask you where you last saw your sister, but I don't think it matters.
Listen, answer the man and stop looking at his creepy doll that's poking its head out of the bag.
Why are you so obsessed with my doll, and should I be
Because it
worried
keeps
about
poking its head out of the bag. Look at it.
It's
Well.
not doing anything.
It keeps hiding when you
Staring
look.
at them.
It's creepy. I don't like it. Throw it in that water. We're
I
beside
just
Well,
need it
right?
refurbished.
Sir Amidor are on the run after freeing Paulinella, the queen bee, from a Cyclops beekeeper. We crossed paths with Gleam here, and after hearing her sorry tale, have resolved to help her. You see,
She's
Endlin
lost?
Moongrave snipped off poor Gleam's shadow using a pair of magic scissors and has imprisoned her twin sister Glister. The rule of hospitality prevents her from harming Glister, but Gleam can sense her sister's distress. They work as an acrobatic duo, and they used to be star performers in the Witchlight Carnival.
Don't say that out loud either.
Gleam
Wait,
wants
no.
to free her sister and find a way back to the carnival. Perhaps
Hey.
with the help of the Fey Beacon.
Does that
I just
mean...
kind of grab Arimdex's mouth before he can say anything. And
That's where I was going with that as well. I was like, wouldn't they know Arimdex? I think Arimdex has been there for a while.
and then I'm like, who did you say has your sister again? Oh, and her sister, their sister. Who?
Is it a hag?
Who's it, the hag?
Moongrave, the hag.
Yeah, no, that adds up.
How convenient.
She believes her own demise will occur during an eclipse. Because there's no moon in the sky over yon. She believes the eclipse will be symbolic rather than literal.
No, don't worry, I'm here right now.
Since we twins are the living embodiment of the moon and the sun, she decided to separate us, releasing me, but keeping the other as her guest. She wants
just say
to forestall her doom.
you are the living embodiment of the moon and the sun? Do you mean that, like, you literally embody the concept of the moon and the sun?
No, it's very symbolic because one wears a moon and one wears a sun. So if she stands in front of her sister, we can stab the witch to death.
Does that make Io your descendant?
Not at all.
Fuck Arimdex. I'm still covering your mouth. How are you talking?
What do you mean, how is he talking? He was raised in a circus. He probably knows ventriloquism.
That's not how ventriloquism works.
Gleam gets a shocked look over her face. Does that make me royalty?
Sure.
It does!
What have you done?
Go ahead. Believe it with all your heart. What are you talking about?
I think Arimdex just suggested, Io, that you might be related to the one with the blue mask.
How old are you?
Well, I've been around.
Yeah, but
that
are
is
you older
not
than me?
helpful.
It's the Feywild.
Yes, I know, but like we still have ages. You have to like. What was the last age you had?
Oh.
For stealing someone's age once.
You've stolen more than just that.
Oh, I've stolen many things, but
Actually, you know what? You want some? You can take a couple years from me. I'm not gonna complain. I'm a woman after all. God damn it! Sorry.
Oh no, that's the wrong end. That you don't want to take it from that end of the years. You take it from the other end.
I refuse to believe you're that capable.
Oh no,
had a child or two.
I can't do it.
I'm almost
against the target who's not
700
willing.
years old.
My descendants are so long-lived.
We can't
I
determine
see.
whether or not, so I'm just gonna say she's my twin sister and we're triplets, and congratulations, I guess you're part royalty now. Have fun.
And the other question is,
You know
when
what?
did you
Screw
leave
your other sister, I'll get the sun mask.
Did someone drop out of the game?
Did somebody?
Yeah. I don't know who.
Zowan.
Yes.
Yeah, these Owens.
No, you're still there.
No he's not.
No, he's
I
I
don't
not.
might be in the call, but
Yeah, he's in the call.
not in roll 20.
Oh,
think
I
his
never seen him
internet
drop.
is hicking up, so I don't think he's even in the call actually, unless he speaks.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Anyways, where was I going with it? Ah, yes, I could be the triplets. You could be the sun, or you could be the moon. Our other sister can be the sun, and I can be the earth because I'm the only one not from there. And that would be hanging in my sky.
Yeah, there goes
Yeah,
someone.
there goes Owen.
So, where can I get an earth mask?
Not sure how that works, but
Well,
we can work on that.
we can do
See
it
What
this
do you
way.
mean? What do you
Your
mean that you're not
sister
sure how that works?
Can stand there, then I can stand here, and you can stand between us, and we basically represent an entire eclipse.
I used to be at the Witchlight fair. When did you leave? I don't remember ever seeing you.
Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't roleplay that you did remember seeing her. Because that's what I would have done.
Everybody keeps talking over me.
Oh, we left a long, long time ago. We've been wandering. Endolin has kept us separated for many a year.
Tragic. Anyway,
Mr. Light
so
is beautiful as ever.
Oh my god.
Sorry?
He said Mr. Light is as beautiful as ever.
Oh, Mr. Light, Mr. Witch, how I miss them.
I really don't. Anyway, this is all heartwarming and all, but
What?
time is money. So,
What's money?
we are looking to depose of the witch, actually, which is rather convenient for you.
Well, she's not a witch.
Hmm?
She's a hag.
Hag, witch. They're mostly synonyms.
Ain't no bitches on the moon.
Anyway, my point is that if you aid us in that endeavor, then by extension we will be able to help you. And it's an even trade, mostly.
It's a 1 + 1 = 3. That's how babies are made.
Very
Jesus
well.
fucking Christ.
All we need is a bird, and then we can explain the bees.
Fucking God.
Let us find a way to sneak into Motherhorn, and we shall work together on this.
I'm playing
And
a
by
fucking
the way,
jester in
little
my next
one,
game.
if you ever return to the fair, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light keep the good stuff in the trunk by their chest.
Whiskey?
By their bed.
Or the stolen crack that they got off of this guy. Points at
Can you repeat
Dalgor.
that? I didn't hear you.
Little
no.
one, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light keep the good stuff in the chest by their beds.
Is it candy?
There may be candy in there.
Is it hard liquor?
Is it the whiskey I keep talking about? Listen, I know I said we don't have any liquor on the moon, but I was kind of lying. We only have one drink, and it's the only true drink you're allowed on the moon.
Moonshine!
Moonshine?
Moon you shine!
Look, I am 4'11".
And
A
you need
beer
some more
can put me on my
moonshine.
ass. I am a very small.
No, sorry, no. What is this moonshine you're talking about? We only drink Earthshine.
Now, while I was a guest there, I did learn a few things about Yon and during my wanderings.
Was one of them that you shouldn't be a guest to a hag?
Yes.
Good, we're
Yes.
getting somewhere.
The mountains are home to clans of Corinth, which are stout fey creatures whose hair has the strength of iron. Hello?
Trolls, oh no.
We lost another one.
Oh
We
yeah?
lost Jory.
He's still in roll 20.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for at least him and or Zowan to get back before I continue that then.
This campaign is like... Honestly, the combat segments suck in my opinion. I enjoy just like sitting around talking about the randomest of bullshit.
That's one of the nice things, because
Yeah, the
my
combat sections aren't
Sucks.
particularly balanced.
Well, I find the combat has been very hit or miss.
It's also because we weren't just we didn't gear ourselves towards combat, and we also like make terrible decisions in the middle of combat. Heck, we make terrible decisions out of combat. This entire campaign is just a bunch of dumb fucks stumbling their way ass backwards into heroism.
All the combat encounters so far have either been incredibly
This campaign for our characters is a
or-
series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly.
Those red caps that you fought earlier, there's a way to kill them without drawing a single drop of blood.
Poison the ground.
Nope.
Shit on the cap.
They're very angry.
Sleep.
Make
Anyway.
them fight each other.
That's
Hey,
the
yo.
only hint I'm gonna give for
Hey,
now.
yo,
I don't know if you're
skip-
gonna run into more later.
I honestly doubt it at this point. I think we probably kill all of them.
Well, I know there's
I'm-
one more, at least. That one's not hostile though.
I'm 80% sure
Yeah,
I
lost
could
the
make them
fact.
fight each other.
Probably would be hard to make them
wonder
fight each other.
I wonder if there are more around. Oh,
I have a very
look
good
around the
persuasion.
maps. Just for shits.
Jory, so what happened to you there?
Hey, yo, Redcaps! Skabatha called you all bastards. You should go tell her what you think about that.
Someone called me.
Oh.
I was just telling them I had D&D.
Oh.
Yeah, you just walk up to Rebcack and be like, hey, your friend, he called you a bitch.
You should go tell him what you think about that with your fists.
No, I'm glad one of the things that this elf has learned was to not be the guest of a hag. That's
I mean-
really a lesson.
I
Fuck
mean,
is this
let's be
thing?
honest, Jack. We're going to break that rule every time.
Look, it just feels like a rule that you shouldn't have to be told, you know.
Yeah,
Don't
but we've already gone
with
to
the
2
hag.
hag houses. We're about to go to a 3rd, let's be honest. We'll probably sit down and have dinner with her. Because every time we pull our weapons, we then get into a long drawn-out fight that usually doesn't end well in our favor. So instead we're
It's-
going to talk to her, and then get into a long drawn-out fight that doesn't end well in our favor.
First of all, that's way too meta. Second of all,
I mean, you
sec-
guys didn't get into a fight with Bevlorna.
Yeah, but we
We
got into a
almost did.
fight with her well.
the only reason we didn't get in a fight with her is because we got her asses kicked by something entirely different beforehand, and we're not in any condition to fight her. Is she almost as strong as her sister, the one we just killed? Like the original hag?
I can go look.
Because if they have
They-
roughly the same
They have
stats.
different traits.
Okay.
So like, Skabatha really was not combat oriented whatsoever. Bevlorna is, yeah, she's more combat oriented than Skabatha
We were
was.
lower level at the time, is why I'm asking. So she's stronger
Yes,
than.
she would have kicked your asses.
She would have torn us a new one.
I don't know how the damage compares. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go look.
I would be able to compare it, but you'd have to tell me it.
And I'm not gonna tell you because you haven't fought Bevlorna yet.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just telling you that I would be able to give you a comparison, but you'd have to tell me in order for it to happen.
I'll go look at the next one too, just for shits.
Because I believe Skabatha had like 3d8 on poison damage on her attacks or something. And she made like 2 attacks per turn or something. Plus 9 or something. Forget.
Well then, let's go somewheres. And I walk.
In what direction?
Whatever direction.
Yeah.
We'll
Direct-
go wherever we're
Directly
supposed to
into
go
the
next.
water.
Might as well.
So, Bevlorna has more tools but less damage. Skabatha has next to no tools and, you know, a lot of damage. And then Endelin's, you know, doing
Fucking
haven't
god.
encountered her yet. As I come back, Jory's back, yeah? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I'm back.
Things to note about Yon. The mountains are home to clans of Corins, stout, fey creatures whose hair has the strength of iron. The Corins gather and dance at Lockberry Henge.
How much per pound does their hair sell for, do you think?
Oh, probably. I couldn't say.
I feel like I could make some pretty good rope out of it if it's as strong as iron. Stronger than normal rope, I could sell it.
If it's as strong as iron,
Yes,
maybe I can make
exactly.
some bullets out of it too.
What's the fuck?
An elf prince named Alagarthas has made a bargain with Endolin and now finds himself trapped in Yon. He's at the Fey Beacon searching for a way
Do
home.
none of you fuckers learn? Jesus.
And, little one, do you remember Burley?
Yes.
Well, his brother Hurley has made a bargain with Endolin and is quite unhappy with how things played out.
Rest in
Now-
peace, Maureen Dare.
Now he's
That's what
forced.
Jack says. Don't make deals with hags.
Now he's forced to perform in her morbid theater. Like me, well, he used to work for. Hurley used to work for Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, although we had already left the carnival by the time they arrived.
Why didn't Mr. Witch and Mr. Light actually know what was happening here? Or did they and they just refused to tell us before sending us through?
Probably the latter.
They are aware, but they are unable to speak of it. For they are only able to travel by the grace of the hags. You see,
They signed an NDA.
well, the carnival isn't theirs.
It's owned by the rulers of this realm.
It's oh god, the carnival is owned by, oh, here we go.
The Brothers Grimm.
I actually have to pull this up real quick, because, like,
I thought it was the Arc
it's been a bit since I've read this. You see, long ago, there were two carnivals. There was a, they owned, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light owned a carnival that prowled the edges of the Shadowfell. And they crossed paths with another carnival, which traveled around the Feywilds. And after much wine, the carnivals decided to switch owners until they met again.
That's a stupid plan.
So, they traded places, and Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have been avoiding meeting their original carnival so that they can continue to travel the Feywilds. If the hags decide that they don't like Mr. Witch and Mr. Light anymore, well, they'll arrange for a meeting.
Wait. So, there's another carnival that travels on the skirts of the. What horrors are in that one? That carnival.
You want to know what the book says about for their old carnival?
What?
Go buy Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
No. Say that again, please. I want to make sure.
Word for word. They have no desire to return to their gloomy old carnival, which is described in more detail in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
The setting.
Jesus Christ.
Because the shadow fell. It explains a bunch of the
Yeah.
realm stuff. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious. Okay.
Oh man, does that make them a dreadlord? That's funny.
If they were a dreadlord, they wouldn't be able to leave their area.
That's not completely true.
Not without the dark powers letting them.
No, there's a whole Vecna can leave, and so can there's another person who can leave too.
Vecna,
It's a special case, I know.
yeah, because they fucked with it.
The guy from
But,
Dragon can also leave as well. I
Who?
can't remember who it was.
Warduke?
This is coming from Amador. Amador does know the way to hither or the Palace of Heart's Desire. However, honor dictates that he must help reunite Gleam with her twin before he will help you.
Fucking honor. Jesus. Killed too many men.
Jesus killed men? I don't remember that.
No. Who the fuck is Jesus?
You said it first.
I
He's
did.
on the moon.
It was an exclamation of frustration. It doesn't mean anything. It's completely meaningless.
God, your language
He's-
makes so little sense to me at times.
I'm not speaking a language.
Yeah, you are. You're speaking common.
I'm speaking common with a bunch of words that mean nothing.
Alright,
You're
what's the
weird.
plan? What's
I
the plan?
walk in a random direction, preferably into the water and hopefully to our next destination. Because this is a railroading
Great.
campaign.
I mean, y'all have an option right now, but you said water, so you going up here. Nick, roll
That's
me
not
a
the lake I thought I was going to.
roll me a D8, Nick.
God, this place is crazy. This is why we installed warp gates on all the cities in the moon, so we didn't have to walk across it. Fucking find
You
ourselves
installed
in the
what?
warp gates.
Warp gates.
They're like teleportation circles, but they're like constantly active and they're not just a doodle on the floor like your primitive time tends to do.
Oh, you mean, I prefer
Okay.
teleportation stones.
Welcome back, Zowan. This is really convenient. Good timing.
Fucking internet.
We're going into a
Shit.
lake.
Nick's derailing us.
No, I'm not. I'm railing us.
We're going
God,
to
that
the
doesn't
moon.
sound right. Yeah, we're going to the moon. You ready, Ryan? We're going to the moon.
Okay.
No, wait, we can't go to the moon. The moon doesn't shine here. Shit.
A wooden pageant wagon trundles toward the party on squeaky wheels. It moves by itself, at a speed of 20 feet, and is accompanied by a tall figure swathed in long robes and a cowl. The wagon is painted with stormy, windswept landscapes and carries a puppet theater with black velvet curtains drawn across it. The wagon stops near you, and the curtains pull back to reveal a painted backdrop that matches the environment in which you stand.
That's not a paint, that's a mirror.
Marionettes, representing each of you, dance on the stage and
How much do they look like they're worth?
Oh my god. I don't know, 5 silver?
Not even worth it. Jack
Yeah.
ignores it.
The mayor, because it's a doll of you.
I know.
How
Hey!
much is a doll of you worth?
I'm a monarch.
Roughly the amount of a doll, unless I get famous or something. Which Jack has no
Marionettes.
intention to do intentionally.
Marionettes, representing each of you, begin to dance on the stage and reenact your meeting with Gleam, Amidor, and Pollinella. AKA there's a lot of standing around talking while Amador has his sword drawn before one of you walks towards them and you start to talk.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Well, this is the
I'm
worst
surprised
play
at
I've
how
ever
accurate
seen.
this is.
You see the marionette of Gleam bow to Io. You see Io demanding the mask and Gleam asking for help. The play is 3 minutes long and ends with a scene that shows all of you standing around a tiny replica of the pageant wagon. A banner emblazoned with the words "To be continued" unfurls in front of the scene, and then the curtains close.
I'd like everybody to look in Discord.
Is there anyone? Is there? So it's just like a cart that's moving by itself.
Yep, but there's a
Tall guy with it.
yeah, there's a guy wearing a cowl and robes.
You up there with the cowl.
He walks towards you.
What is all this?
Why, it's our story.
I
From
can
the-
see that it
From
can
the
see it's
folds of his robes, he presents to you
A
a
middle finger.
document. He presents a document to you that looks like a ticket with a tiny puppet resembling you on it, written under this effigy in a script that you understand. So whatever language you know, aka Common. Good for one private audience with Endolin.
I know Common, Elven,
Moongrave.
Sylvan, and Gnomish.
Congratulations. Good for one private audience with Endolin Moongrave. No strings attached.
Is
Well, I
that
don't
the
trust
exact
that at
wording of it?
all.
Yes. The robed figure will then present a similar document to the rest of the party.
I'm not taking one.
Strings attached.
And as you're all reading your documents after the last one is handed out, Jack, since you were the first one to receive it, you look up, and the wagon and the hooded figure are gone.
God, why did we take these? You know the rules of the Feywild, right?
Well, he was gifting them to us, so it shouldn't be a problem.
This is the Feywild. There's no such thing as a gift.
It's a gift unless explicitly said otherwise.
No, it's the Feywild. No, it's not how it works at all.
No, if you are handed something that is a gift and it is yours now. That is how it works.
No, I'm pretty sure they can still, like, take your soul or something later.
No, you just have to offer something similar value.
Exactly, so now we have to offer something of similar value.
There's nothing of similar value because these are worthless.
Perfect. We can just offer them the carbon dioxide from our lungs.
Just in a quick recap of what you have missed. Yeah. So your dandelion friend is. What was the last thing you were here for?
I basically missed all of it.
Okay. Your dandelion friend is named Amador. He has a giant bee, aka a queen bee, buzzing around his head that he freed from a Cyclops beekeeper. He crossed paths with Gleam, the elf that wears a moon mask, and decided to help her. Endolin
Beekeepers?
Moongrave, the new hag, snipped off Gleam's shadow using a pair of magic scissors and imprisoned her twin sister Glister. Glister won't come to harm, but Gleam can sense her sister's distress. The twins work as an acrobatic duo, and they used to perform in the Witchlight Carnival. Gleam wants to free her sister and find a way back to the carnival, perhaps with the help of the Fey Beacons, which is where you've just arrived. I will actually shift that over to there so you can see it.
Okay, so
I just want to power through this real quick so that everyone's kind of up to speed there. Endelyn believes her own demise will occur during an eclipse. You know that. There's no moon in the sky over yon, so the hag thinks it'll be a symbolic one. Since the twins are the living embodiment of the moon and the sun, the hag decided to separate the sisters so that, forestall her own doom. The mountains are home to clans of Corins, which are fey creatures whose hair has the strength of iron. They gather and dance at Lockberry Henge. There's an elf prince named Alagarthus, who made a bargain with Endelyn and finds himself trapped in Yon at the Fey Beacon searching for a way home. And then there's Hurley, a bugbear, made a bargain with Endelyn and is quite unhappy with how things played out. Now he's forced to perform in her theater. Like Gleam, Glister, and Hurley's brother Burley, they all used to work at the carnival, although Gleam and Glister were there before Hurley and Burley.
Oh yeah, tell them the best part.
Which best part?
The part about how you need to the
stuff that you read word for word.
Yeah, the stuff you read word
Oh,
for
right. So Gleam gave a little bit more backstory on Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. They used to run a carnival in the Shadowfell, and so they were traveling along one day and came across another carnival that traveled the Feywild, and they all got very, very drunk and decided that they couldn't tell which carnival was better, so they decided to swap carnivals for a while so that they could find out. Ever since, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light have been adamantly avoiding coming across that carnival again because they really like their new one. If you want to know more about the Shadowfell Carnival, please go by Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Oh, do you want me to pull that right now?
God.
Anyway,
Yeah. Right,
So-
you've arrived at the Fey Beacon. Although, go ahead.
So, are we going to establish that that was mildly concerning, that it knew every single detail of what has happened up until now?
No.
No,
This is the
it's not.
Feywild.
It's very
Yes.
normal.
No,
So,
what
and
is...
what was the
In what way was
coupon
this weird?
for free meeting with
Whether
who?
it is normal or not does not stop it from being disturbing that the person that we intend to depose knows every single thing we've done so far.
I mean, wizards do it all the time, if we're being honest.
Probably already knows what we're doing.
All he knows we killed her sister, temporarily.
That's what the ticket says, Jerrid.
Perfect, thank you.
Honestly, this is concerning in no way, if we're being honest. Like, very normal.
He definitely
Happens
knows.
all the time.
honestly-
Rules are normal.
Honestly, I don't like the wording of it at all.
Neither do I.
You've arrived at the Fey Beacons. 8 columns of rocks reach skyward, forming a ring around a deep crater lake. Rough-hewn steps spiral up each of the columns, and a rowboat is moored on the lake shore next to one of them. A torch-bearing figure trudges up the stairs on the column towards nearest the rowboat. 8 winged beasts with antlers shout and howl with laughter as they circle and wheel around it. The columns of rock are 200 feet tall and 150 feet apart. Each one has a large copper brazier at its summit.
Razor?
Freezer.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't see though the brazier. You can't see them from the bottom, but you can see the pillar or the fire lit in one of them.
Razors are like a big, huge torch
Yeah,
with metal.
yeah.
On it. Yeah. Campfire.
As you watch from afar, you see a wood elf You see a wood elf reaching the top of the column that he's ascending and use his torch to light the beacon. It burns bright as he descends the stairs and boards the rowboat. And as he rows towards the next beacon, the 8 flying creatures extinguish the flame with powerful beats of their wings.
Hate to have his job.
What about a job? Someone
Yes.
getting paid. Interesting. Oh, those look cool. Can't wait till I get expertise.
Josh, you still awake?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay, so are we going to rush right to the castle with the tickets, like idiots, or are we going to think about this intelligently? I'd like to know right now which one we're going to do.
Well, I'll just let you come up with the plan.
But you mean what you've been doing already, Arimdex?
Exactly.
You're very helpful. Anyone else have anything worth saying at all? Yeah, that's about right.
Nope.
Okay. If she's inviting us, it's either a trap or she wants us to do something for her.
Probably both.
The flower, the bee, and the elf with the mask, did they all get a ticket?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because you're the party.
In which case, since we're the only ones who received the ticket,
You also
We're going
have
to sneak them
Clappertrap
in.
and Squirt with you.
Pardon?
You also have Clappertrap and Squirt with you.
That's mostly irrelevant, but fair enough.
Yeah, I know. Like that. I'm just saying that's kind of the role that Amidor and Pollinella are mostly gonna take as well. Like, they're gonna be with you, but you're gonna forget about them in 10 minutes.
I've already forgotten.
I forgot about them yesterday.
Really, I don't see, is that the castle up there?
What about the one to the south?
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Were you asking?
Which one is Zabilna's, or what's her name? Is that right? No. Which one
Endor.
is, yeah, the Hag's castle.
Yeah, it's that one.
It's this one. Awesome. I do not see an easy way to sneak in there without flight.
Since you have a guide who can tell you all these things,
Brigham Rock mine. What's in the mine?
Dwarves.
in the mine,
Yeah, and I want you to think very carefully before you answer that question.
you have not been given any information about the mine.
Okay. Does our guides have any information that would be pertinent about the mine?
I don't believe so. I think that would have come up already. You've been told about Lockberry Henge, and the Fey Beacons, and that's all you've heard about so far.
Nothing about Salisbury Hill?
What's at Lockberry Henge again?
That's the Corrins, which, you may be able to strike up an alliance with the Corrins there to help.
That thing's with the hair, right?
Yeah, the Iron Hair. Iron Hair Corners.
Okay. So what we can do is we can go see the Corrins, see what we can do with them, maybe get some hair, see what we can, you know what I'm saying?
We could make a rope. A rope that eclipses all other ropes. And then whoever can actually tie will use it.
We can make ropes out of ropes.
Oh, I can tie knots now too. That's a very good point.
I can't.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Should we maybe speak to that elf down there? Like, I'm planning on using these beacons to get home at some point, and he seems to know what he's doing, even if it's not going well.
I'm sorry, we need beacons. Why?
Sorry?
I'm lost. Where's the
elf?
He's currently going from...
No, I know what the elf is
beacon to
doing.
that beacon.
I stopped because Jack started speaking. Jack.
Okay. So there's an elf
Mm-hmm.
here, and why do we need to find him?
Well, you have physically seen the elf, so Gleam is suggesting that you go talk to him, because he seems to know what he's doing with these things, even if it doesn't seem to be going well because of the flying things.
Yeah, but,
and she wants to use these the Fade Beacons once you rescue her sister, so that she can go home.
But like, how does that work?
Oh, so you could leave with these. Yeah, let's go talk to the elf.
I'm like, someone here's gonna be interested in this.
I mean, I just need the moonlight in a puddle of water and I can leave.
No one fucking cares.
Yeah, but my home's cooler than yours.
All you do is talk about, oh, my home's so great, then go back. Leave.
I can't. There's no moonlight in the goddamn lake.
Well, I bet that makes you rather depressed, doesn't it?
Kind of. Thank you for noticing.
Alright, let's go find this elf and ask him about the beacons and then make him solve our problems, because I don't like doing things.
I think we're gonna solve his problem if we talk to him.
Probably, that's how things tend to go.
Y'all can catch up to him. He's kind of being harassed by the Peritons.
Peritons are dangerous. They have evil hearts.
Yeah.
Oi, Peritons, do you mind fucking off, please? We're trying to talk to this man.
They're animals.
They caught you.
They caught me.
They caught you.
Okay.
I fired a palm pistol into the air.
They caught you.
Are you sorry, are you threatening them? That sounds like that was a threat.
He just shot a pistol in the air, so he made a loud ass noise.
Yeah. You know, like how people have cap guns to scare away birds off their yard?
Okay, so what you need to understand about a Periton is that it is, at minimum, a huge creature, if not larger, and I'm pretty sure it's larger. It might even be colossal.
Oh.
I'm gonna go hide in a bush.
These aren't some tiny little birds. You can see how big they are!
They're medium, admittedly.
Wait, are they?
No, Peritons are medium, yeah.
Yeah. There's 8 medium-winged beasts with antlers. Shouting and howling.
I need to look into the Periton lore again, it's been a minute.
Based off of the thing that he gave us, these Peritons are shapeshifted actors. So they were once sapient creatures that,
Oh,
you know.
fuck. Didn't know y'all were able to read that.
Yeah.
Did you say it out loud? Oh, that. Yeah, no, it was in the notes. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. Well. Okay, cool. You get to learn that bit of information to help out. That isn't the worst thing.
Yeah.
They're lycanthropes.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to know that.
I didn't think twice about it because I read it.
You were gonna learn it anyway. You were
Awesome.
gonna learn it anyway.
So, I walk over to the elf. Hello. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to light the beacons and go home.
How's that going?
And I presume the issue you're having is that these bastards aren't letting you?
That'd be right.
So, why haven't you killed them yet?
Because he doesn't have a boomstick.
I don't have a boomstick!
Okay, so you're telling me you couldn't find like a big stick to hit them with, or like a sword?
They would just fly out of the way.
Do you not? You're an elf. Do you not carry a bow with you or something?
That's a good question. Oh, he is unarmed and unarmored.
He's unarmed.
Yeah.
Throw rocks at them? I don't know. It just feels rather strange that you aren't able to equip yourself to deal with this situation. You're rather not resourceful, my friend.
Wait, the fuck?
Do I have a bow on me? I do have a longbow I could sell you for some fee.
Oh, please, please just make them go away so I can light the beacons. I only came here because I wanted Endolin to help me fend off a green dragon.
Wrong person.
Okay.
Wrong person to get help for that.
Yeah,
Boy.
that was just a really dumb
idea.
It
was probably a green dragon.
You showed me the future, where I beat the dragon, but kind of died. And then she said that there was an alternate one in which I killed the dragon and I survived, and she'd share the details with me, but only after I stayed with her in the Feywild.
You believed her?
You're stupid.
It was a year. It was a small price. Like,
guys,
think about it.
How long?
How did you fall for this?
You're pretty stupid.
When we went through the mushrooms.
10 days. 7 days, actually, I believe.
How long have you been in here?
Look, mate, hate to break it to you, but time isn't congruent in here. All I'm gonna say is that your family and friends are dead to that green dragon. Literally.
I've been here just over a year. The year ended recently. Like, it was 1 year of my life in return of getting rid of a green fucking dragon.
Yeah,
so,
you're,
it was fine.
No, you're pretty done.
Probably long dead.
Yeah, everybody you love is dead.
Okay. First, you know how to activate this beacon and how to transport someone back to, like, the prime material, correct?
Yeah, Endolin told me once I finished out my year that I could go home, and the only path that I could use to get there is visible only in the light of the 8 beacons. So that just means light the beacons.
So you're saying
Peritons.
You're telling me that the only way that you know how to get home was told to you by the person who's causing your misery in the first place, and you're trusting this entirely?
She Look, it was a really long year. She wasn't that bad. The only issue is getting home.
Oh, sweet
I
summer
made it
child,
through
what
the
did she do to
I
you?
just need
Show
to
us on
get
the doll where
home.
she touched you.
Do not show us on the doll. This is a potentially very expensive doll. Now,
I'm glad he picked up on that.
now, here's what we can do. If we are able to use this too, and you know how to operate this mess, we might be able to help you deal with your parenting problem, probably with murder. Now,
I don't know, I think we
The-
can talk to them.
I could try talking to them, but they just cawed at me before.
Why wouldn't they? That's their language.
Yes, I don't speak that language, so not much diplomacy could happen.
That
But
sounds like a you problem.
can you call? Can you call at them?
Yeah, just call back. Go! Go!
Congratulations, that's like trying to talk Undercommon without knowing Undercommon. You're just making shit up and you probably insulted them.
That's a
Congratulations.
wicked call.
Yeah, but you insult them
Not
anyway.
actually talk.
Now,
All I need to do.
I pull up my
Just keep
trusty duck
lighting the
hunting duck
beacon.
call.
you need help lighting the beacons.
No,
Is
no. I just need to light the beacons, and eventually they'll get bored and leave me alone, and then I can light them and go home.
How has
That's
that
all
been
I
working
need
for
to
you
do.
so far?
No. How long has it taken you thus far to bore them?
It's been a few days.
You're a fucking idiot.
Listen, I have some bad news to you. Words of wisdom from your sister in the sky. Never in your life should you in particular try to challenge a green dragon. It's not going to go well for you if you're
Or-
this dumb.
You- honestly, the fact that you thought they would get bored and just stop is incredible to me because they're clearly being told to do this.
Honestly, I'm not even sure if you should fight any dragon. I mean, green are very smart, but like,
Maybe you should go back to
You're
service
just that
because
dumb.
apparently that went well for you.
Y'all are not helping.
yeah, well, you haven't made it easy.
Okay, well, I mean,
Okay, we're gonna let you in on a secret.
Endolin's
he-
castle
Because
is...
we know the gods, those guys are not birds. Or whatever they are. They're actually actors. And they're acting like an annoyance to you. So get over it. Dab on the haters.
Well... See, Endolin's castle, it's really nice. It's grand and kind of terrible. In not the bad sense, but like grand and terrible.
Gothic, got it.
And yeah, gothic. That's the word. Plays are performed on the stage for Endolin's amusement. She's always trying to recruit new actors to perform for her. It's really like a little. I don't know what she gets out of it, but anyway.
Probably kink.
He's a hag.
These Peritons
Kinky hag.
were a troupe of actors called the Greyhawk Murmurs. Endolin invited them to Motherhorn, where they performed pantomimes.
They performed
I
what?
saw a few of them. They were really good. When their popularity made them haughty and, difficult and annoying, Endolin locked them up. When they begged to be set free, she did it, and she released them into the wilds, but she turned them into Peritons first. So
Do they
the
maintain their intelligence?
I don't think so.
Yes, but they can't speak. They're still very theatrical, to be honest with you. It's a little obnoxious.
So, Peritons, you are being enforced to do this at the expense of your freedom.
They're not paying. They're not actively listening to you.
Peritons,
They're
get
flying
the
around.
fuck
They're
down
not
here.
close to you.
Get the fuck
Get the
down
fuck
here.
down here so we can have a
Get
dialogue.
the fuck down here.
Good lord. Can't get
Hey,
rid
we're
of
talking
these.
here. What?
Okay.
Fuck, you never fought in Brooklyn?
So it's fairly simple then. We help the Peritons. That helps you, and then you help us.
I
That
vote
makes sense to you?
Dalgor fights them 1-on-1.
What do you
Dalgor-
need me to do?
What?
Dalgor, you get range.
Dalgor, ignore Io.
I don't know, it's a great idea in my plans.
You have terrible ideas.
Yeah, well, our nation didn't have wars.
Anyway. How would we go... Do you know how we would go about breaking their curse? And if not, can you get them
Lucas.
down here so we can tell them what to do?
Tell them what for.
I don't know. They're pantomimists. Maybe they want to pantomime.
The fucking birds. Do you know how miming works?
Pantomimist? I actually don't know this one.
I believe they're silent actors that don't
So
make
they're just
noise.
regular mimes?
A pantomime is performers express meaning through gestures accompanied by music.
So they're
So
mimes.
it's like it's like mime.
Musical
acting.
mimes.
What did they do to piss off Sabara? Steal
Pretty
all her
much.
chairs?
They got haughty. He just explained it.
Yeah, but they could
Yeah.
have stolen her chairs.
Fuck's wrong with you?
I'm referencing something to Zowan and Jerrid.
Yeah.
Ooh, good idea. We'll play music to attract the troop. Anyways, here's Wonderwall.
Arimdex, Arimdex and Io, what are you guys trying to do?
Attract the troop with our music.
They're playing their music poorly.
Listen, I am playing Wonderwall. There's no way you can get better
What?
than a 12 on Wonderwall.
Well, you know what's better? The worst tool to have in the Feywild?
What?
The cartographer's tool.
You're not wrong!
Because that's the one I have.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do shit for you here.
I was trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
attract.
Oh my god.
Listen, I think our plan is simple. We attract the mimes with music. As they're distracted by the music, he can light the fires, and I get to do an epic performance.
I don't know about
So-
epic.
You're trying to put on a performance for the Peritons.
Pretty much.
Cool. Okay.
Well, you act like it's a stupid idea, but I mean, they're mimes.
I'm not. Roll me
Sure.
because you got your acting lessons from Candlefoot way back when.
And I'm a bard.
Yeah, that too. Roll me a performance check with charisma, with advantage.
Performance is already charisma.
Fucking damn, you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm a bard.
Yeah.
So am I.
I mean, yeah, Jack, you've got those lessons too. Go ahead.
Awesome. I have a +10 to performance, so let's see how this goes. I rolled a 9 for my better
Yeah.
roll.
Cool. I'm not even gonna make the rest of the party do it for a group check. Just you two alone are enough.
Good
I will rarity cleverly disguise it so it's not been heard before.
Dalgor is going to participate.
Oh no, don't bring it
That
down!
wasn't anyways.
Oh.
Oh, that works. Dalgor can just smoke weed in the background and act as our fog machine.
Not wrong.
If you use it wrong enough, anything can be a fog machine.
The Peritons will all flap their wings together in like it's almost like a clapping motion.
Well, that's very strange to see in the sky.
No, they'll come down on land and clap for you, is what I'm saying.
Oh. I'm picturing like someone who's taken like the model of a like a Periton and put it over like a humanoid model and made it clap in like a SFM or something.
Does the Fortnite dance? It'd be so dumb looking.
Oh my god.
So you got the Periton's attention. You put on a banging performance with them. They all clap for you. What you doing?
Lovely. Now that you're here and you can't speak, does anyone have magic to solve that issue? By the way, speak to animals, speak to creatures.
I'll just walk up and ask them in Sylvan, can you understand me?
I can. I say back in Sylvan.
I say in Sylvan, well, if that was the solution, we could have just done this.
They shake their heads at you.
In what way?
Common it is then.
They shake their heads at me to tell me that they can't understand what I'm saying. So they understood what I was saying.
I'm a little dumb. Anyway,
Great,
they don't
we can
understand.
communicate.
Is my point.
Can we use bird sign language?
Can you guys write?
Bird ALS is very important in
No,
They
no,
don't
can you
have
guys-
hands.
They have claws.
They have beaks and talons. They can hold a stick.
Listen, I've seen a bird build a nest.
They can
Have
dig
you
up
ever
the
seen
ground.
How to
Impressive.
Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, have you ever seen How to Train Your Dragon? Dragons can easily do stuff that birds can do as well. It's not like dragons are based
So-
on cats.
These ones are smarter than Toothless. So the Peritons can hold a stick in their mouth and write with it.
Okay.
I say we
And
just
that's
continue the
how we'll
performance.
communicate.
Let's just continue the performance while the guy lights the fires.
I'll be right-
I'll tell you now. It's gonna take them 8 hours.
Oh man,
Fuck's sakes.
that sounds like a concert.
Okay. So essentially, our understanding of your situation is that you are currently cursed. Do you know the methodology required to break your curse? Peritons, shake
don't
your
get-
head.
I don't get why you're talking to them. They clearly don't know what we're saying. They shook their heads when we asked earlier.
They
We were
shake their
speaking
heads.
Sylvan. I'm speaking Common right now.
What? They didn't understand us when we were speaking common. We even spoke to them earlier. Hey, get down here!
We yelled at them when they were in the sky. I'm seeing if they can understand me now that I'm speaking Common, and they're not flying. Do they respond in
They
any
shook
legible?
their heads.
So they don't know how to break it.
They don't know how to speak.
Or they don't understand what you said.
This is why
I
you need to
hand
speak
them-
with animals.
I pick up a stick. You know that spell.
Peritons, do you understand common?
What language are you asking that in?
Common.
Aw, I wanted it to be some outlandish language. Yeah, they'll nod their heads at you
Deep speech.
Awesome. So they understand Common.
and
So they
bark
and they-
at you for talking so slowly.
Good.
Simple.
Since they
Say
understand.
words to me that I can understand with my comprehend languages spell.
Goddamn.
Your weird bird language.
He's ready.
Actually, that's one way to interpret that.
I'm back.
They'll caw and bark and howl at you, and it sounds like cawing, barking, and howling.
The literal meaning of any
They're
spoken
just,
language.
they're just talking gibberish at me. It makes no sense at all what they're saying.
I pick up a stick. I walk over to one of them. I hold it out and say, "Write what you want to say on the dirt."
Just say what you wanna say and let the words
Let the words
fall out.
fall out.
Honestly, and I see you be brave.
Okay, I know how to do this. I know exactly how I want to do this.
I cast a silent spell.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, that'll work.
Jack face palms.
Yeah!
I'm just trying to help break your fucking curse.
They might not see it as a curse, but as I say, encore.
Woo! 218, that's pretty good.
Whatever. I can certainly do more.
Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face and stars to
29.
fill my dream. I'm a
Big
traveler of
clap.
both time and space to be where I have been.
They flap their feathers together.
I'll do an 8-hour concert as long as I don't have to dance. I'm good.
Wait, his name is Blath right now?
Yes.
It's been another
He
day.
did introduce himself as Blaze.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we met this guy?
This is
me,
still
yes.
springtime.
Oh, this is Springtime. Okay, sorry, I didn't pick up Springtime's name. Or gender, if I'm being honest.
Well, if we're going for oh.
It's their turn. Very
Oh,
well.
break it down!
Show us what you...
We're gonna have a rap battle! Show me your
Very
dance
well.
moves! And I won't show you mine,
Very
because they're terrible, I trade them.
If you wish to show us what you have, let's see your best.
You better lose yourself in the music, you want it, you got it, you better never let it go.
They perform a pantomime show that lasts nearly an hour, and then take their bows silently.
We silently clap our hands.
I give them an applause. It was
I
very
give them
nice.
What? So, Jack's clapping, Io's clapping.
I'm pretending to clap. I'm clapping without making sound, so as to mimic them. Like a mime.
Okay. Sure. What's the rest of the party doing? Aside from, Arimdex, who might not be here.
I recommend you all clap. For obvious reasons.
I'm back.
Oh, okay, cool.
Everyone clap for the show they gave us. It was very nice.
It was entertaining. They are very good.
One second, I'm rolling for how entertained I was.
Oh no.
Eh,
D4?
Blythe is currently eating mushrooms.
Was Blade not entertained?
Blythe.
He snaps his fingers.
Dalgor will give
That's
it
that is
mediocre.
clapping, I
Oh,
Dalgor, that play was so amazing to you. You especially loved it when the rainbow dog shot across the sky, raining down and drooling gumdrops as the sun slowly caressed the world.
It's like he's giving it like a mediocre clap. But he wasn't like intent. It's not a 1. It's like he didn't find it crap. Like it wasn't a shit show.
I've done mushrooms
But
in my bag. Pretty
he's
good.
seen better.
Okay. And Blaze is snapping, right? I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Arimdex and Grat, what are y'all doing?
I guess I'm just clapping.
Arimdex is probably clapping over his head.
Yeah.
Arimdex is probably the most entertained of all of us, let's be honest.
What you doing, Grat?
Oh,
Every-
it's not picking up on my mic. I was clapping.
It's clapping.
Okay. They'll
Turn off
they'll
your
kind
noise suppression.
I'm not going through that for the bit. It's over.
of
It's a
they'll
single
give,
button.
they'll give Dalgor a side eye, but they appear to be happy.
Encore! Encore!
You want an encore?
Obviously, if it takes another hour.
Okay, they're.
Has the other elf been lighting fires this entire time?
No.
This fucking idiot.
You'll never defeat a green dragon in your life.
I actually hate this elf right now. He's so dumb.
How many hours has it been?
I think this elf might be dumber than me,
hour.
guys.
I think he is.
But the Peritons are happy. They're in a good mood, so they will fly off.
Okay, now go light the goddamn fires and stop being stupid. And go
Lord,
fight a white
second-
dragon. You have the best chance against it. You're both pretty within that range of
Don't
intelligence.
fight a dragon at all. What kind of fucking... And if we're going there, a pseudo-dragon would be more his speed.
I wouldn't fight a pseudo dragon because they're very nice creatures, and fighting one is just an evil and mean thing to do.
Some white dragons can be nice too. I met one that traded me something once.
What? Somebody
It
else's
didn't
soul?
want to trade. Well, let's not talk about what it traded for.
So are y'all going to just like hang around for the 8 hours while he goes and lights all the beacons?
I mean,
If we're
we're gonna
hanging
help
out for that
him.
long,
We can help him count down to 4 hours, probably.
I would rather have a long rest while he does it.
That's fair. We're gonna leave on the shore and watch him.
And then what? Travel around in Yor at night?
There's a nighttime here?
Is there a difference? There's
I
no
don't know.
celestial bodies here.
It's literally dark 24/7.
So Io, you're going to help him light the beacons?
Sure.
Okay. Is anyone else?
Nope.
I guess so.
Jack.
How many
Sorry,
people we're going to?
that's what I want to know. I need to know how long it'll take.
Time is money, Jack will help.
Okay, so that's 3 people.
Time is money, and money is giant portal in the sky to get us home.
Yeah.
Which means that each person only needs to light 2, so it'll take 2 hours. Anyone that's not helping can take a short rest if they want.
Good thing I can light
Using
fires.
the executioner's hoods. Can I make some poison? Let them use with the poisoner kit.
Using some what?
Executioner's hoods. The mushrooms I collected.
Oh god. Sure. Okay. So you guys will spend 2 hours helping him light the beacons. And when the last beacon is lit, all of the beacons immediately blow out.
Cool.
Interesting.
That was very anticlimactic.
Yes, that
Oh, do I have to do it alone?
Wait. If you knew that was a possibility,
He's dumb.
why did... This elf. This fucking elf. I fucking hate this elf.
He will spend the next 8 hours climbing up and down each individual pillar to light the beacons. Are you guys going
take
to
a long
stick
rest to
around?
watch him?
Okay.
Fucking might as well.
Oh, who are you? Mr. Summer.
So how much time have we spent here then?
10 hours.
First total.
No, 11 hours, sorry. The start.
Jesus Christ.
call for
Because
another
this
night.
fucking elf is an asshole idiot who doesn't know how to.
So how much poison can I make in that amount of time using the executioner's hoods?
Poison and not throws.
I
How
have
many
to go
executioner's hoods
pull
do
up
you have?
information. Yeah, how much do you have?
I
What kind
have
of poison are you
Wait,
trying to
10
make? too?
executioner's hoods.
Jesus Christ.
I picked them all.
Let's go find out.
So pretty sure executioner's hoods, when consumed, they cause you to enter like a fake death. Like the feigned death spell.
What are you planning on? I can't open it. Fuck off. What are you planning on that type of poison to do?
To induce the same effects as the executioner's hood.
That sounds like it
Okay,
effectively paralyzes someone.
Yeah, it would be like a paralytic poison. Okay. Then you can make 10. You can make 10 shots. If you're, are you putting it on a bow, like arrows, or?
Not sure yet. Because I do have a dagger.
10 charges of the poison.
Yeah. 10 charges of the poison. It's a DC 12 Constitution.
And what would be the effects? Paralysis, basically?
There you
Did
go.
you not, like, write it down somewhere?
He picked them, and that was it.
Yeah, but when he got them, you would have told us what they did. Because I know what mine do.
I can't find where I wrote it all down right at the moment.
Okay.
It'd be in your journal. Or, like, on the
I
item.
write stuff down physically. I can't find it in my book.
So, when the last beacon is lit, beneath the light of all the beacons, you see reflected in the mirror-like surface of the lake a
The
forest
moon.
of ancient trees shrouded in mist. Alagarthus bows to you, then leaps into the lake. As he plunges into the water, ripples fan out across its surface. After a minute, the forest scene fades away and the beacons go out one by one.
I think he just went to Ravenloft.
That would be fucking tragic, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, knowing his luck, probably is what's going to happen.
You're never going to see him again, so I am fine to tell you, he has been transported safely back to his home in the misty forest on the world of Toril.
Is he
Oh, I
gonna
guess
die
I'm-
fighting a green dragon?
He might.
Is his entire family and friends dead?
Probably.
Or, well, Endelyn would have held up her end of the bargain, so he should be able to pull through, assuming he doesn't fuck up.
Let's be
Presuming
honest,
he can do
he's
the
gonna
thing
fuck
that
up.
she showed him how to do. Because all she did is share the vision of how he could defeat it.
Yeah, okay, if you want to defeat the green dragon, you're gonna need a penguin mask, some marbles, and some guacamole.
Alright, is the other girl going to do it now? Or
Sorry?
is what's her name going to be doing this now? Or you just want to...
Gleam? No. She's not leaving without Glister.
Well, we know how to
Yes,
do it
she
now, and we had a nice long rest.
Was anyone gonna jump in with him, by the way?
No.
What?
Wait,
No.
was that an option?
Yes.
It can be. I'm okay with retroactively doing it.
Jack's not entirely sure where it leads.
It's not the moon.
So he
The misty
does-
forest of Toril.
Yeah, but Jack
on
doesn't know
Toril.
that.
I don't
I don't
know that or where that is.
First off, Toril is Forgotten Realms.
He goes to the misty forest with all the wood elves. They all turn at him and go, tasty snack.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Jack? Okay.
Yeah, Jack.
I thought we were talking about the other elf, and we're like, where is this going?
It's kind of sus, bro.
Misty
mean, could
Forest
be tasty
is-
snack.
Misty Forest is near Daggerford. You forgotten one.
So,
Yeah, no, Jack isn't jumping through mostly because that sounds like a bad idea. And, he kind of wants to see if we can find an easy way to get through this and,
okay, no,
get a bunch
okay.
of...
I need something before we continue. Dalgor, roll me a check to see whether or not you think the portal is a part of your acid trip.
I mean,
Dalgor's just
happening?
tripping balls like, oh man, look, there's this cool portal in my dream. Walks through it. Dalgor, where are you going? He's gone.
I
Oh,
mean, Dalgor hasn't gone high yet, so
Dalgor's always high.
I just had a realization.
What's your realization?
If that elf lives in like the Misty Forest area, then that means that there's a green dragon like right next to Waterdeep.
Gee!
Oh man.
Not gonna be for long!
Hey Dalgor, roll me a d20. Haven't done this in a while.
pretty sure it's a con save, is it not?
Green Dragon?
roll me a-
Waterdeep?
roll me a
Sounds like
D20
Morgrose
first.
has another child to slay.
Oh god, I haven't looked at this. I've sort of forgotten about this, to be honest. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Someone's shooting outside.
Wait, literally?
Yeah, there's 2 gunshots so far.
Where are you right now?
I'm in my house.
In
Oh,
Parksboro?
well, don't die.
You know, those could be fireworks, and that's not a joke either.
It's not fireworks. I would see it.
Would you though? Because I mean, I
Would
can
you,
hear fireworks all the time and
Yeah.
not see them.
In the direction that in Carsbro, it's really easy to see fireworks. In the direction that it's in, I would see it. Most definitely. Because it wasn't that far away.
Crackers?
Also true.
It could be people shooting pheasants.
Or
At this time of
firecrackers?
night?
Not likely. Not likely pheasants.
Listen, unless they say
You-
somebody got shot tomorrow morning in the Parksboro Facebook chat, I'm honestly not going to believe it because it's just Parksboro, right?
Okay, but like,
Might be a deer.
At this time of
I
night?
want to know what weird-ass gang warfare would have to be going down for someone to get shot in Persbro.
Scooter Clang versus the Junior Scoots.
Yeah, Dalgor, roll me a d20.
Just straight D20?
Yep.
Who will come out on top? The OGs or the new blood?
You cannot talk coherently and behave under the effects, as if under the effects of the confusion spell.
The future is
this-
in the past.
This will last for the next... Oh, I don't know how long this would be for. 10 minutes. And then you can roll me a con save for that addiction save.
God, Dalgor, how many of these did you have? 11. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Affected creature can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. Creature uses all its movement to move in a random direction. The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there's no creature within reach, the creature does nothing. The creature can act and move normally. Is on a 9 and a 10. So like, the only thing that matters out of combat is if it's a 7 or 8 and you just punch someone near you.
Yeah, but we're not in initiative order, so that bit doesn't exactly.
Yeah, so every 6 seconds, roll the dice, and if you get an 8, someone near you takes 1 damage.
For 10 minutes.
For 10 minutes. Don't worry, after the first time we'll tie you up.
Okay, you don't save that. That's fine. Your addiction levels stay the same. Yeah, roll me a d5.
D5?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Five?
Roll d20. This is an attack roll. Use whatever stat you want.
I
Or,
wouldn't
well,
have my guns in hand, so this would be
sure,
an
strength.
unarmed.
Sure. Aww. You try to punch Jack and he whiff.
It's
You try to punch me, I duck under it, you fall on your face. What the fuck was that, Dalgor? Oh, someone help me tie him up, please. And I will take a. I'll take a rope because he is disoriented and can barely act on his own anyway at the moment. I'm going to hog tie him.
We're about done for the night, by the way.
Yep.
Unless
I think
you
we
guys
need contested athletics.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. See you guys.
Well, that's not going to go well for either of us.
No, it's not, but if you were the one doing it, because, like, Dalgor might be confused and not be able to talk coherently. He's still not going to let himself get hogtied.
He's confused. He just thinks it's part of his acid trip. Ooh, this is the BDSM dream.
No,
again.
this isn't an acid trip. This is a
goddamn arms race.
I gotta remember about your addiction stuff more often, cause like, I've sort of been letting it go by the wayside, but I could fuck with you during a fight for that.
I know.
I want to remind everyone that I am a 4'11" rabbit person, and I have higher strength than Tiger.
Yeah, there's a reason why I use guns.
I am a 4'11" rabbit person who is stronger than you.
Once again, there's a reason why I use guns.
I am a pretty princess.
Aren't you the shifter
So,
race?
question, Ryan.
Go.
How much time would you say has passed through this full day? At least 11 hours, but there was also all this shit we did a little before it.
Oh, since the last time you rested?
Since the last dawn.
Oh,
basically. Actually, I'd say it's probably midnight would be when it happens.
In the middle of your sleep, you
yeah,
look around
it would
and you're attacked by
it would
Shia
likely be about midnight now, because I want to say it's been about 16 hours.
Okay, great. Next session, everybody gets to meet the next version of my character.
Nice.